it's unscripted. There's no plan for it. They just record and then they post it. I think they call it a podcast. Yeah, there's Dave Voice and there's Dave Marriage. There's Daves of all ages and Daves of all kinds. There's engineer Daves and there's mortician Daves and there's even Dave Cops and a lawyer Dave. And the host names are Dave O and Dave M, and they always bring more Daves.
Welcome to the Daves.
Start over. Go again.
Start again.
Go again, Dave.
Okay. Well, we edit nothing.
That's
This
is
the
all
bad
staying
part
in.
about this. Welcome to the Daves of Our Lives. I'm here with my co-host, Dave O. My name is Dave M. Today we have a new Dave.
Dave what?
Dave Dub.
Dave Dub?
Dave Dub.
I like Dave Dub. Thanks, Dave Dub.
That is way hip.
It's great.
Last time we had Dave G.
Yeah.
And we have Dave Dub.
We got to make our way through the alphabet somehow. We skipped a bit. Got to Dub.
Yeah, it works.
Thanks for coming out, Dave.
No problem.
We're happy to have you. Any announcements that we want to make? Do we want to plug the subreddit again?
We have a subreddit.
We do.
It's called
Dave in the Life of, where you can submit stories of Daves you know. If you know Dave Dub, please confirm with him before posting a story about him on the subreddit.
We will read them.
Post stories about Daves and we'll read them on the podcast.
We're not licensed, but we will give you advice on what the Dave in your life is probably trying to do, because we know Daves.
We know a couple.
Okay, so before we started recording, Dave Dub asked a question, and you said you wanted us to keep it.
Oh, how did we find
Yeah,
you?
out of the blue.
Totally out of the blue. Here's what I did. Got on Facebook and I searched for friends of friends and I just typed in Dave. And I started sending messages until somebody responded.
That's funny.
So Dave Dub is a friend of a friend. We found out tonight that Katie, what's her married name?
Razban.
Razban.
Yeah.
Katie Fredrickson. I knew her in high school. So, yeah, we do have a friend in common. How do you know Katie?
So she worked with my wife, and when they're married and they have kids now, and we throw a Friendsgiving every year.
Okay.
And so we have Katie and her husband and a bunch of others. It's just a friends get together before we leave town because we always travel for Thanksgiving. So
okay, good.
Do you do it the Saturday before Thanksgiving?
It's usually 2 Saturdays before.
2 Saturdays
Yeah.
before. Oh, that's really fun.
Cool. Where did you travel for Thanksgiving this year?
This year it was San Antonio.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
My 10-year-old said he wanted to go to San Antonio because that's where a lot of wrestlers are from.
Okay.
And Austin's where the other wrestlers are from. So
Yeah.
he likes the WWE.
Oh, pro wrestling.
Those
Not like
fake
collision.
wrestling.
I was going to say, isn't Iowa where you would want to go? But
Yeah, Iowa, Penn State. No, not those.
not those guys. Not the real wrestlers.
No.
Nacho Libre.
Nacho.
When I went out to San Antonio, I bought my kids those masks down
They're
at
everywhere.
Kids. Oh, yeah.
They're everywhere, yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah, the kids wear them, run around, usually just in their underwear and some cape.
So
I didn't see
That's
much
awesome.
of that.
No, I'm talking about when I took it home to my kids, this is what they did.
That's what
Not
you
in San
observed with your
Antonio. They had standards there.
Well,
Texas standards are different, I think.
I will tell you this, and I've told people this before, Texas is the best country in the United States.
You brought this up before. I still
It's
don't believe
the
that.
only
I still don't
country
believe
that
it.
joined the United States.
That joined the United, meaning wasn't conquered.
That was not conquered. It was a country, and it joined willingly. Best country in the United States.
Okay. Well, we won't fact check live. Not tonight, anyway.
Put it in the subreddit.
Well, Dave, tell us a little about yourself. First, where'd you grow up?
oh man, everywhere. So I was an
Everywhere.
Army brat. So I was born in Germany.
Okay.
And then my dad, let's see, from there, he went to Georgia, and then
The country or the state?
the state.
Okay.
The Fort Benning.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And then from there, he got his first command in Fort Polk, Louisiana.
Okay. Yeah.
And then I had my other two sisters, so I had twin sisters. So we had 5 kids. So my grandma moved from Columbus, Georgia, because my mom's from Georgia.
Okay.
And my dad's family's originally from Georgia. He's not from Georgia, but originally from down there. So she moved to Breaux Bridge, Louisiana to kind of help out with kids. And so we were there, and then my dad blew out his knees and decided to go to med school with 5 kids.
Oh.
And so we came to Utah for a semester, and then we went to Iowa for med school, which funny, we talked about Iowa.
That's awesome.
And then we went to Arizona for residency and then back here. And then I went to military after high school too. So
Okay. What branch did you join?
Army.
Army. Okay.
Yeah.
My dad was Army also.
My dad was also Army.
Love Army.
My parents told me that if I were to join the military, I should join the Air Force.
My dad told me the same thing. I did not join, but he said, listen, they have air conditioning wherever they go, and they're gone for like 6 months. He's like, we're over here like really struggling, and they're over here like just not even a bead of sweat drop.
Yeah, but I was in a cushy MOS.
What'd
So
you
I
do?
was a 921 Bravo November 9, which is a combat medic first, but then you become a physical therapy assistant.
Oh, that's
So it's a hospital
awesome.
status. So
Yeah.
it's like
That's as Air Force as the Army can get.
right.
Medical care needs air conditioning.
And when you're doing physical therapy, that's you got to have the comforts.
Right.
Right.
And usually it's in hospital status. So like if I never left stateside.
Okay.
And if I ever did, it would have been to like Germany or something like that.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah.
So do you have dual citizenship?
No, I tried.
You tried.
So I was born on a U.S. installation. And because I was born on a U.S. air base, I'm a U.S. citizen.
Got it.
And then that air base isn't even around anymore either. So, because I tried to get citizenship because then you can travel all over Europe
Yeah.
with one visa.
What air base was it?
It was in Nuremberg.
Nuremberg.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
That's where I was born, Nuremberg.
Okay. Cool.
So, yeah.
I joined the Air Force, and it is pretty cushy. I must say so. As far as military services go, hey, here's what I'll say about the Air Force. So I've deployed twice
Mhm.
in my service, and the how I would describe it is: are you familiar with Sands Resorts?
I've never been to one, but I've seen pictures. Yeah.
Picture the worst Sands Resort ever. That's a deployment to the Middle East for the Air Force.
Okay.
All the amenities,
Cushy.
ice cream. Yeah, you have no idea how much ice cream I ate. And everyone's cooking for me. Air conditioned, hard. Basically an apartment
Yeah.
on base. So yeah, Air Force it's been good. So did you continue in the physical therapy?
No, actually. So reenlistment came up. I was actually only National Guard. It's just the training was so long. My ASVABs were high enough that I could go into medical.
Oh, okay.
And so I went to San Antonio, and it was the physical therapy course was actually taught by Baylor University professors, which was actually kind of cool.
Yeah.
A lot of anatomy, physiology, things like that. And then I came back and I was working in a physical therapy facility in Bountiful where I met my wife, actually. And some insurance regulations came across where they wouldn't treat by the hour, they'd treat by the treatment. They'd pay by the treatment instead of the hour.
Okay.
And a bunch of physical therapists I know stopped being physical therapists at that point because they couldn't make the money.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Was
it was a bad situation.
Was that through certain insurance or just?
It was all.
It
was
was
all
probably some kind of
insurances.
regulation.
Yeah. And that just changed since.
Yeah.
And now they even go to more schooling now. It's a totally different thing. So
And now there's legislation being pushed through to allow physical therapy to charge as a primary care physician.
Yep.
So you don't have to get a referral. You go straight to a physical therapist.
Mhm.
How
I
cool.
I
would
go
that be?
straight in. I don't need a referral.
If you're paying cash, then that's a different story.
Chickens, bread, cash.
Barter system for physical therapy treatment.
I'll let
Sounds
you
great.
sponsor my podcast, and you're going to treat me for free.
We'll put a plug in for your practice.
So yeah, I didn't re-up. It
So you
came up.
separated when
Yeah,
you
I
didn't
separated.
re-enlist?
And then I went up to Weber State for athletic training,
Okay.
and I had to get a job selling yellow pages to make ends meet. Married, right?
Yeah.
And I liked marketing, and so now
Okay.
I run a marketing firm.
Really?
Yeah. I started a marketing firm with a guy I met at Yellow Pages,
Okay.
and we've been doing it since 2008.
Yeah.
When were you
Okay.
selling yellow pages while you were going to Weber?
2001 and 2.
So
No, actually, that'd been 2004 and 5. Actually,
when you're saying you're selling yellow pages, are you just getting advertisements for
ads. Yeah,
for the? Because I haven't seen an actual physical yellow page in a long time.
they're still out there.
Oh no, I know they are. I just haven't seen them.
It's funny because they still work for some clients because we run the marketing firm, right? And we do
Yeah.
mainly online marketing, SEO, websites, things like that.
Okay.
And some of our clients, we go through their marketing numbers. And so like if you're something with emergency plumbers, emergency electricians, attorneys, they still do good in the yellow pages.
Really?
Kind of funny. Yeah.
Like tradesmen and attorneys.
If it's an emergency type situation.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Because if
Like
your power's out.
24 on cal, yeah, you're
Yeah.
not going to be able to Google
Right.
the closest plumbers.
Right. I mean, you will with your phone now. I mean, but yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so I heard something online,
Mhm.
and I didn't
You
dive. in.
heard something online.
I was online. It was a video. They talked.
Oh, so you didn't hear something about Dave online?
No, but in this industry,
Or don't go
Okay.
look online about me. I'm just kidding.
Everyone, right now, go Google, Google him.
I think it's all cleared.
Statute of limitations has passed. Those
What
are
we-
what Dave calls David stories. So
yeah.
he says that King David. You tell it better.
Basically, I have a theory that all Daves, when they did stupid things, they were just Davids, and I'm pretty sure King David just went by King Dave
after
After the fact.
after the whole Bathsheba
incident.
incident. It's just not in the Old Testament, but I have it on good authority.
Dave has his own interpretation of the Bible.
So in the Yellow Pages, like there's a lot of companies that have the name like AAA, like AAA, but Google searches don't work the same way. So you have companies that are like, I can't remember what it was. It was like the original restaurant or something, or like the best restaurant. They'll name themselves weird things that match to searches, which is what people did with Yellow Pages.
Yes.
That is
Or
true.
like Ogden Pizzeria.
Oh yeah, so you're looking for pizza in Ogden.
Location
That's the one that
specific
comes up.
pizza. Yes.
Okay, so they'll call themselves Ogden Pizzeria, and that's to cater to the Google and the Bing
Mhm.
searches and stuff like that. But for the Yellow Pages, that's why there's so many, because they want to be in the very front.
A++.
So that it's just a way to get to the top of the search is
For the listings on Yellow Pages,
Yeah.
it was. You still had, if you want a front, you paid for the big ad.
yeah.
But yeah.
Interesting.
So you met a guy selling ads in Yellow Page.
Yeah, so he was selling for Yellow Book at the time too, which was the Yellow
Okay.
Page company I worked for out of Draper. He was actually from Utah County.
Okay.
And then I was up here in Ogden. And so I'd drive down there every day, and I met him. And it's funny because I started with a nephew by marriage. We were going to start a marketing company. We needed somebody that did ads. And I wasn't really close with Victor, my business partner now. Now we are. I trust him with anything. He's awesome. But we weren't very close.
Okay.
And so he's like, well, bring in Victor, because he liked Victor a lot. And so we got together and we started this marketing firm, and we were doing it out of my dad's office in Bountiful at the time, because he's a physician down there, right? And then we moved up to 25th Street in Ogden. And then my nephew bowed out, and he's selling dental supplies and things before the company kind of went bigger.
Yeah.
And so it's been me and Victor ever since. And we went through, we started in 2008, so we hit recession. So we bankrolled, cash rolled everything, no loans,
Yeah.
no grants, no nothing.
Yeah.
And just
When
dug
cash
in.
was easy to come by at that point. No.
No.
2008 is when there was no cash.
There was no cash for poor people.
there wasn't. Well, yeah. Anyway,
So, how long until you felt like this was going to be viable? You start in 2008. You have those first 6 months, year.
Within
long?
6 months, I replaced my Yellow Pages income.
Nice.
6 months.
Yeah, so Victor didn't have kids at the time I did,
Okay.
so Victor was able to just jump right in.
Yeah.
And then at 6 months, I'm like, hey, I can just switch now. So it was kind of nice,
That's awesome.
and we've just grown ever since.
Okay.
Yeah.
You mentioned you met your wife at a physical therapy clinic. How did
In a hospital.
Oh,
So
in a hospital.
I was in a
Okay.
hospital setting. Yeah, it was a rehab facility in Bountiful.
Okay.
And she was a unit secretary because she was hot, of course. So I'd sit there and make up excuses, just kind of sit at the counter and talk to her, and just kind of went from there.
Okay. How did you ask her out on the first date?
It was actually kind of weird. Like we went with a group of people from the hospital on the first date, and then we were just chatting.
Okay.
And then, it was pretty funny.
It wasn't a one-on-one, it was a group date?
It wasn't.
Was it a date or was it just a hangout?
No, it was a date. I went to her house way out west, where we live now.
Picked
Her up. Yep. I thought I was in Wendover, but it's just unincorporated Weber County.
Yep.
Never been out there before. I went and picked her up in the middle of nowhere, and we met. Went to, I think it was a play that somebody else at the hospital that she was friends with was in, or something like that. Or
Like a community theater somewhere.
yeah, and it was up by Ben Lomond.
Oh,
I think it was that one up there, if I remember right.
Is it the Siegfried?
that's on Washington.
Siegfried's on Washington. I don't know where.
I don't know. Is there a community theater still there?
No, not Ben Lomond, Bonneville. See, I mix up names.
Terrace
right?
Plaza.
Yeah,
Terrace Plaza
Washington
Playhouse.
Yeah.
Terrace.
Terrace Plaza Playhouse.
yeah. So we went there, and then it was fun.
Good.
So, yeah.
And how long did you date before you knew you were going to marry her?
You put me on the spot.
We'll send you the link to the episode so you can share it with your wife.
You know, I wasn't looking, and
Okay.
so
Yeah.
I knew I wanted to be with her, like, and hang out, but it went pretty quick. Like,
Okay.
it was pretty fast, actually. So
6 months or less?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, yeah. And then we waited a bit, but yeah, it was good.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many kids do you have?
We have 3 boys.
3 boys.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have one that's a senior, 17-year-old, about to turn 18.
Okay.
Actually, next month. I have one that just turned 16,
Okay.
and then I have a 10-year-old.
Oh, there's a little gap there.
There's a little gap there. That's
Okay.
a fun story.
Tell us about it. I want to hear it.
So he was the kid that we didn't think we were going to have. So I had cancer like about 13 years ago.
Cancer survivor too.
Yeah.
Holy cow, Dave.
I've been through a lot.
I just want to say this before you continue. You've like dropped all these little things, and I'm just like waiting to ask to like go back. It's excellent. It's very entertaining. But I need.
Well,
like, a
you're
piece
asking
of
questions to
paper.
lead right into it. So.
Yeah.
I know. Very,
No,
very nice.
yeah. So I had cancer. I had chemo. I was a non-Hodgkin T-cell lymphoma. It was a blood cancer. So I go through chemo. We do all that crap basically. And then thought we wouldn't have kids. And then we got pregnant later on. So that kid was kind of a shock.
Okay.
Is that a pretty common side effect after that cancer treatment? that
Well,
you-
with most
don't
chemo,
have?
because
Yeah.
chemo kills cells.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so, yeah, you typically after, and it was really aggressive chemo because it's blood cancer.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so it's supposed to kill everything. I mean, you lose your hair, you lose a lot of other things, but
For some of us, it grows back.
oh, I can't stop it from growing now.
It's the gamma radiation. My
The Hulk of hair.
my dad had a pituitary tumor when I was conceived, so the doctor was kind of shocked. Like,
How'd you do that?
how'd you do that? It's like
Milkman.
I'm pretty sure he's my dad. But I think I'm okay. It's the kid after that one that I'm like, your 10-year-old okay? Because my brother that was born after the cancer, like the radiation treatment, we always look at him and go,
There's something about this.
He's
kid.
the baby. I think that's the only difference. So he gets away with a little more. But yeah, he's good. He's a good kid. He
Okay.
just started tackling, like, yeah, he's a good kid. He's a fun kid. He's a lot of fun, actually. Oh boy. Yeah, like I said, we weren't even thinking, and she just wasn't feeling, they know because you're the morning sickness. Oh, here
Yeah.
we go. I better take a pregnancy test. Sure enough, we're pregnant. And then, so that was kind of fun. We went through the whole gamut of, hey, we didn't think, but this is great. This is awesome. Because we built a house for 3 kids. Like we planned everything out originally. We built a house with 4 bedrooms, 3 bedrooms for kids and 1 for us. And that kid was just waiting to fill that room, I guess. So here he came.
I have a
He's in the
friend
stars.
with he had 2 kids, and I'm at the doctor's office, and he walks out, and he looks like pasty, like ashen, like he didn't look good.
Mm-hmm.
And his wife looks kind of shocked, and I was like, "Hey, are you okay?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'll be fine." And he's kind of like mumbles and walks out. Like, come to find out, they were in there to schedule his vasectomy, and the doctor's like, "Hey, we don't do the vasectomy. Like, if she's pregnant, we won't do it." She's like, "There's no way we're pregnant." So they took it, and she's pregnant, and he was ready to be done having kids. He literally left the clinic and went to check to see how much money they had in their bank account. He was just like, ugh.
Well, luckily,
they love their third kid.
Yeah. Well, luckily, our third kid came along when we were more stable.
Yeah.
So, like, because when everybody in Utah, we have kids younger, and you're grinding. It's ramen soup. It's whatever you can. Like, you're grinding, right?
Yeah.
Now with third kid, like, we're settled. We're good. So,
Well, you're in a fun time right now because you can take your wife on a date and just not even plan it. You can just be like, "Hey guys, survive," and walk out.
Yep.
you think so?
No.
No, my 17-year-old likes to work a lot, and then he's getting ready to go away to college.
Okay.
Super smart kid. He got a 34 cumulative on his ACTs.
Wow.
So
That is
super smart kid.
That's very smart.
Yeah. He's going to go up to Utah State for engineering here. And then my middle son's like the athlete. He plays football and wrestles. And so he's busy year round as well. And so the 10-year-old is just like, can't really leave him alone.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
We need about 3 more years.
You can, according to the law.
We leave him alone for a couple hours at a time, but we just can't go away for a whole
Oh, no,
night.
you can't go for a
Yeah.
whole weekend.
No, not even a whole night.
I meant like go get some ice cream.
Oh, yeah, that's easy. That's Maverick so true.
I know, but it's so nice because when the kids are so young, you just have to like plan everything, right? You can't just disappear and leave
Right.
the little baby.
Yeah, my wife and I were talking about that. We've got 5, and our oldest, our 2 older kids are in the age where we can leave them home.
Oh, nice.
And so we were out last night, and we were just like, okay, we'll see you guys later. We were out for like 4 hours, and we just left them. And
Oh, yeah.
the youngest fell asleep while they were watching a movie. Came home, put her in bed, and yeah. It's a good,
Well,
it's a good place.
No, you don't need anybody to entertain the 10-year-old. You just need somebody there in case, right?
Yeah.
And so my 16-year-old, he doesn't. Well, they'll play Xbox or something, Madden and stuff together. But other than that, he just texts his girlfriend or whatever, watching football, whatever. And so as long as my 10-year-old is just taken care of and he does his own thing.
Yeah.
Our youngest is 8, and we walk out and I say, Mason, you're in charge of the 20-year-old. I'm like, in case of fire, make sure she leaves the house.
That's funny.
Make sure you leave the house, and if she stays,
He's over there like he has like kids YouTube going, and he has like playing Minecraft. He has like 3 different things going. He's like
That's funny. That's how my first one was. So.
and he's going to study engineering.
Is it mechanical or chemical?
Mechanical. It's funny. I just took him to, because I have another side thing that I do now, another business. And I took him to a zero gravity summit. It's a bunch of aerospace and
Oh, cool.
He's going to do mechanical with an emphasis in aerospace
and
engineering.
with a minor in electric.
Yeah. I'm a mechanical engineer.
Okay. There
Yeah.
you go. So, and we talked to a bunch of guys there because I work with a lot with Bennett Group and 47G and some of these other guys that do aerospace and defense contracting and stuff like that and lobbying. And one of the guys I know really well there said, hey, he needs to make sure he gets that electrical side because with AI and everything going, it's not the mechanical that does everything. It's integrating electrical AI to communicate with the mechanical so everything works right.
Yeah.
You get into
Smart.
robotics and stuff with it too.
Yeah.
Power production too is probably going to be pretty important.
I have a question for you. Does your son like to use spreadsheets?
All the time.
Dave
Like,
is
does
trying
he
to
look-
diagnose him as autistic.
No. Here's the funny thing. We thought all our kids were.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because Hudson, my oldest one, right? He doesn't go to sleep at night at first. And when he was younger, he would put Post-it notes with different things all over his walls, like beautiful mind. So we said, oh, Hudson's up beautiful minding again.
That's awesome. That's terrifying and awesome.
Yeah. So we knew he was going to be smart. And then he always had side hustles. He'd sell, friendship bracelets and he'd sell different things to the bus drivers. And like, he was always selling something. And then now he works at Lost Texan. He's like their pit master over there. And so he's always hustling. He's always doing something.
Oh,
He's a funny
Lost
kid.
Texan, the barbecue
Yeah.
barbecue place.
Yeah. I like that
You know what? I love that place.
Yeah.
But I cannot tell you how many times we go there and it's closed because I think it's like they're closed on Monday
Mondays
night or
are closed,
something.
yeah. Sundays and Mondays.
Yeah. I'm like, hey, let's go there. That sounds really good. And then we pull up. I'm like, yeah, they're closed on Mondays.
Yeah, because they don't work Sundays and they have to have a day to smoke because, the
Oh, yeah.
brisket's like an 18-hour smoke, I guess.
Yeah.
And so you wouldn't want them open on Mondays. Otherwise, it's
No.
Friday's brisket
Yeah.
or Saturday's
That's
brisket.
gross.
Yeah, you don't want that.
Yeah, and they do it fresh. They're awesome.
Yeah, I really like that place. I
Yeah.
took our when he turned 10, 9 or 10. He's our 12-year-old now. That's what he wanted for his birthday
It's good.
was barbecue. So I was like, oh, this is probably
It's good, yeah.
yeah.
I'm a big barbecue nut.
Oh yeah.
I mean, San Antonio, we went
San
to Terry
Antonio.
Black. Well, we went to Austin to go to Terry Black's,
Yeah.
Best brisket. And so, yeah. There's new owners there at Lost Texan. And
Really?
she's changed me, and she's awesome.
Okay.
And like my son works there, and she's changed the menu. She kept some of the old stuff and I used to love the old owners too. James and Marty were awesome. A couple, and they moved back to Texas
How long ago did the ownership change?
about a year.
Year ago?
So
Yeah,
that's
so-
not
I've
very
since
long now.
I've been there since. It was
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
So they
everything-
do 2 briskets now.
Yeah.
They do a true marbled Texas brisket with like a nice thick crust that's an 18-hour.
Mm.
And then the other one that was just
Oh.
a normal brisket. So I'm a big crust guy. So
OG.
Do you like burnt ends?
I love burnt ends.
Have you been to Pat's?
I've been to Pat's.
What do you think? On Friday?
I've been to most of them. I think the best one in all of Utah is Bam Bam's in Provo. Have you been there?
No.
Oh, so good.
Putting a plug in for Bam Bams.
Yeah. Hey, give me free food. No, we went down there because my son played 7-on-7. And so we went to a barbecue place and I heard it was good. And you go in there and there's Saints helmets on the wall. So he does competition stuff. I've never met the owner. They do competition stuff and you see all the trophies and you see Saints helmet. I'm like, why is it Saints helmet? Well, apparently Taysom Hill fell in love when he was down there with them.
Okay.
And so he's catered some Saints games.
Oh.
They're
Okay.
that legit. And their stuff is so good.
Bam Bams?
Bam Bams.
Bam Bams.
Yeah, I have family that
Okay.
lives down in Utah County, so I just need to like plan.
So do I.
And also, there's a place that serves Bluebell ice cream down Utah County.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, there's a couple of places that do it.
Yeah. So go to Bam Bam. But Lost Texans probably in my favorite 3, if not 2.
What did you
Pat's
think?
is there's actually just a list came out. My son texted me today. Said, "What do you think about this top 10 list, Dad? Is the top 10 barbecue places in Utah?"
Utah?
Yeah,
And
Pat's was on there?
Pat's was on there.
Okay.
5-star I heard is good. I've never been there.
I don't know.
Bam Bam's is on there.
Okay.
And Lost Texans on there. And a Korean barbecue.
Korean barbecue's
Yeah,
on
it
there.
was on there.
Oh.
I'm like, that's not.
It's not barbecue.
It's not
not
that barbecue.
Has
but it's
barbecue in the name. It's good.
it's
Yeah.
cultural
It's
appropriation.
not-
Question: Are you? Do you live here in Brigham?
No. So
Oh.
I'm out west of Fremont,
Okay.
unincorporated. My wife's from out there.
Okay, so you kind of lived out. Did you
Yeah.
ever try the place in Brigham? It's where the Chicks and Dip is now.
I went there once. It wasn't open for very long, was it?
No. He was talking about how hard it was to like, hey, I'm doing this like old school. This takes a long time. I have really good quality meat. And like just the people in town just didn't appreciate like for the money.
Yeah.
And I just don't think that there's a big enough population base to support it.
I know a couple restaurant owners. I think that's the hardest business you can ever do.
Oh, yeah.
Restaurant.
It's the lowest ROI.
Yeah.
It's hard to do marketing for. Like, it's just so cost heavy. And then you have to be at a loss forever. Lost Texans started over by Smith and Edwards and it used to be by the gym I went to. So Smith and Edwards across the street, there's that like the church and the gym and everything over there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they were back in there when they first started years ago.
Okay.
And then they got to where they could buy a building. And that's where they bought.
Okay.
And so they had a following before they went all in. Anyway, yeah.
What do you think of starting with like a food truck? And then is there a lower overhead by starting a food
I
truck?
think so. That
It's lower
that,
risk.
that one in Ogden, and
Yeah.
I don't hate you. I just didn't like it as much. Maybe I probably should say his name, but there's one that opened in Ogden by where Slackwater used to be, and he
Okay.
ran a food truck first.
Okay.
And I mean, it's not bad. It just wasn't as good as the other ones.
Okay.
So
The food truck you can transfer. You can go to where the people are.
Yeah.
I was talking to my kids about this. Like, if you could do like a pizza restaurant every Friday night where you just like get everybody pre-ordered. So you know what their pie is. You do like a little pizza oven, set up some string lights, put some chairs out, have like a local kid play violin and do just one dinner around and make money. And the kids voted no. But yeah, because they don't want money.
They want you to give them money.
They want my money for free.
Yep.
But yeah, just the food cost, and there's only, you get food in and you just lose it. It goes bad. You don't sell it. You have to be open. People don't show up. So I worked in restaurants for a lot,
Okay.
so I understand it's rough.
Well, you have to be creative. Like, so I know Marty and James, when they owned it, Lost Texan, they used to donate all their stuff at the end of the nights to like the fire departments or the police
Oh,
department.
that's awesome.
And Judy does the same thing.
That's cool.
I think actually they did on Facebook where they took a bunch of things and just were giving away free to everybody on Ogden, just because everybody's hurting for meals and stuff. It's like,
Yeah.
come on, get a free meal.
Plus, you get. I mean, that's a good way to get
Oh,
your
yeah.
name out there.
Oh yeah,
That's a great way to.
It's
market.
also it's a write-off too. I mean, like,
Exactly.
there's a
Yep.
benefit
because
to
you're gonna
it.
get rid of it anyway.
Yeah, we would when I worked at Longhorn Steakhouse, that we would bag things up and they'd donate it. Some nights it'd be like, here's crab, like here's crab legs,
You serious?
like
That's
going
awesome.
to the homeless shelter.
Maybe I'll be homeless.
Get some crab legs. Yeah,
Other
why
than
not?
the crab legs, I heard it's not that great.
So before you came up, you had just been at a wrestling tournament,
Yes, Leighton Invitational.
Leighton Invitational. How
Yep.
many teams?
Not as many as usual because Farmington just started one too. So there's the Farmington fight going on. That's their new tournament.
Oh, they've got a tournament going on.
They've got a
at the
tournament
same
going
time.
on.
Okay.
And then Leighton, they do theirs. And Fremont usually goes to Leighton Invitational. And it's a really hard tournament. So you have like the Corner Canyon there. Bishop Gorman came from Vegas. They brought a team.
Really?
Yeah. And then, of course, Fremont, we're one of the smaller because Westfield took a bunch of wrestlers.
Is that a 5A tournament? Or
It's
is it?
all-
It's an invitational, so
it's anybody.
anyone can
Yep.
come.
And so
Yeah.
you had Park City there.
Okay.
You had Lehigh there. You had a bunch of teams.
Yeah.
Is
It
the
was
tournament
awesome.
still going on, or is it done
No,
now?
it was 2 days.
2 days.
So it
Okay.
ended about 5 today.
Okay.
And
We're
how
there.
did your boy do?
My boy didn't get a wrestle in it.
Why?
He got a concussion at the Farmington duel
Oh, dang
on
it.
Wednesday that we did.
Oh,
Beating the crap out of the kid too, and just took a shot. And we have the video, and he wavers back like this,
Oh.
and his eye just puffs up. And then he finished. He ended up losing. He took the kid down a couple times, and then the kid kind of took him down, and he just laid there and didn't move, which is weird for if you ever see my son. It's weird.
Yeah.
And so he just kind of got pinned, and then he walks over to the head coach. 'Cause I'm just assistant coach. He walks over to Coach Hansey, and Coach Hansey asks him a question. He's like, "Did you hear that?" To Ryder, and he's like, "Huh?"
Oh man.
And he's like, "Yeah, he's not all there."
yeah.
So he's in concussion protocol. Hopefully he's back because we actually had to go to the trainer this morning at 6:30
Okay.
to try to get him on course, and his reaction times and everything were good today.
Okay.
So hopefully he's back for our duel up in Logan on Tuesday. So we'll see.
Gosh, man.
I was talking with somebody yesterday. We had a neighborhood Christmas party, and I was like, "Hey, are you going to be at the party?" And he's like, "I don't know. I'm at this wrestling tournament. It was quite a ways away." He's like, I said, "Be honest with me. Do you want your kid to lose
So that you can leave the tournament.
so that you can go home?" And he's like, "Yes, yes. Sometimes." He's like, "I want him to win, but there's a part of me that's like, I want him
This is-
to
it-
lose."
Well,
such a
it's when there's the
long
big
day.
weights.
Yeah.
Like
Such-
I'm there with a whole team.
Yeah.
And-
Was there a duel at the same time, or is it just
No,
individual?
this was an individual.
Okay.
So and they have I was with the JV team at Legacy because my son was wrestling. Otherwise, I'd been with Varsity because he'd been wrestling.
Yeah.
So I went with the JV over at Legacy Junior, and then the Varsity was at Leighton High because they have
Okay.
to separate because there's so many. But yeah, there's times we're waiting for like 3 hours before a match. I'm just like, oh, is it over yet?
Yeah.
But then they get going. It's a lot of fun.
Dual
and
elimination.
It was a dual elimination,
Yeah.
unless
That
you get
makes
to the
a lot of
backside, right? So if you get a few wins in and then you drop to the backside, it's not dual elimination because there's placement rounds. And
Yep.
So yeah, it was good.
And did you wrestle in
I
high
didn't.
school?
I'm a football guy.
Right.
Okay.
I'm a big football. I didn't wrestle. Yeah, like I had a bunch of friends that wrestled, and I was like, yeah, I'm not doing that.
But you were an athlete.
And then I started coaching my kids. My oldest one, the smart one, that
The
didn't
smart
do
one.
athletics once he hit 8th grade because he's smart. Uh,
So I'm going to get hit in this thing, my head, where my smarts are.
right. But I was trying to make him better, and we were big stats because I love the science of the game. I love everything about football. Right.
He has a
all in.
spreadsheet for this.
I did.
Yes.
I did. I'm a spreadsheet guy. I am.
No shame. I'm with you.
Business owner too, so you got to track things. So
Right.
yeah.
So I took stats on everything, and then like there's these 2 kids. They're always the top of tackles every single game, every single year, and they're wrestlers. Okay, Hudson, I'm going to take you to this wrestling tournament, right? And his brother had to follow along. So I take him there, and he does a bunch of practices, and we take his first tournament up at no, it was at Fremont actually, and he gets beat up. I mean, like bloody nose. Apparently, this kid was MMA kid before.
Oh, really? Okay.
Had switched over to wrestling, was getting some wrestling, and just
Recovering MMA.
yeah, and had like 3 unnecessary roughness. Like it was bad.
Yeah.
He just got beat up, and we're like, "Oh, I'm sorry, you gave it a
Put him in
try."
an arm bar. Sorry.
Right.
A rear naked choke.
And with our kids, we're like, "Hey, as long as you give it a full effort, I'm fine.
Yeah.
You're just not going to quit, but you have to try."
Yeah.
Right? Do a first tournament. The practices were okay. He did his first tournament, just got worked. I said, "Okay, buddy, if you don't like this, you don't have to do it." Little did we know, my other son's like kicking the crap out of everybody on. We're not even paying attention.
Just mopping the mats with them.
Yes, it was hilarious.
Awesome.
So, I mean, we should have figured. We did a karate tournament when they were younger up in Logan, and the kid there's a taller kid who, and it was a smaller group, and so there's no age, right? And the kid that beat up my older son, my little son, went in there, and he's short at the time, and he beats the kid. Just punch it like. The kid's like bopping him on the head like this because he's so tall compared to my son. He still beats him. So we should have figured something was up.
Yeah.
But
So you got your engineer, you've got your athlete.
Yep. And then the third one, we're not sure yet
Okay.
because he's super smart too. All my kids were actually really smart. They're really good at math. When they in elementary, when they have the things, they're always at above exceeding before the school starts, which is kind of nice.
Did they get bored in school? Did they struggle being
I did, but they didn't. They stay on Hayes, the last teachers conference, was like, some kids annoy me. And so it's just my middle son's not as much, but him and his oldest brother, they didn't like people their age as much because they're just kind of annoyed by him.
Yeah. Yeah.
But other than that, they're fine.
They're over there having tea with their monocle. Deep chap.
No, they had
so
amazing
immature.
teachers. They had amazing teachers. There's one that, and like we make sure every kid gets her out in West Weber Elementary, and her name's Mrs. Wall, plugged to Miss Wall. But she would take, so like Hudson, for instance, he'd be done with all his work and everybody else doing stuff, and to keep him occupied, she started teaching him how to do Google Slides and Google presentations. She'd have him help set up his stuff and get Google certified and all this stuff. So she'd challenge him. Not just him, there's other kids too, right?
Yeah.
But she'd make it so she could challenge these other kids to do stuff while the other kids would get to where they're supposed to be.
Yeah.
And so she did it with all my kids. She's amazing. So
cool. Miss Wall.
Miss Wall. Yep, Kathy Wall. She's amazing. Good teachers and good coaches are what build kids for the future. So
how did you get your kids started in athletics?
Oh, we just, from the get-go, we did it. Right.
Okay.
My first 2 kids we put into tumbling when they're really little, right? Because all the nieces and all their cousins, which is it's weird because my wife's she has a brother that's just not even a full year younger than my dad. So it's kind of weird. She was a really late baby.
Okay.
And then, so there's a big gap.
Yeah.
And so her nieces and nephews are about her same age.
Okay.
And so their kids were our kids. And so we'd take them tumbling, and then we did flag football, and then we didn't try soccer. I never liked soccer.
We were talking about sports. Any sport that ends in a tie, not a sport.
Well, football does that too.
Not in playoffs, though.
Right.
We're professional football.
I think tumbling's a good start. Right?
Yeah.
Kinesthetic awareness at
Right.
a real early age, balance, coordination.
So we did that, and it was also kind of a babysitter. I mean, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we got them into that, and then we did t-ball, and I coached t-ball, and then we did basketball. I didn't coach basketball because I sucked. And then they did baseball. We tried every sport, and it's kind of what they clung to, what they liked the most.
Yeah.
They both liked football, and so we did tackle football after, and then they had their group of friends that we tackle football with, and I coached the one all the way up to 8th grade, and then he stopped. And I jumped over to my other one, and he went all the way and then played for Walquist when they still had junior high school ball, and then played for Fremont as a 9th grader, and then Russell's a 9th. Yeah. He's only a 10th grader now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but he's been a varsity wrestler.
He's
for
on
2 years.
varsity wrestling team.
Yeah.
Way to go.
He's decent.
Good. And he'll just get better.
He's a 175 pound.
It's a big boy.
Holy crap. That's
Big
175 pounds.
Sophomore?
He's a sophomore. He just turned
So-
16.
Wow.
How
Okay.
tall? How tall is he? If you don't mind me
He's
asking?
5'8".
5'8",
So he's pretty
175. That's
stacked
pretty.
then.
Yeah. Yeah. He's a running back and a linebacker as well.
Probably shaves twice a day.
He hasn't even hit facial hair or chest hair yet.
Oh,
He's still got a growth coming.
Jeez.
Oh my gosh.
His testosterone will start peaking, man.
I'm
Ooh, he'll be a monster.
worried because he can almost kick. We want to talk about that. That's embarrassing.
I don't know. No, my oldest boy is 16. So this is a conversation of like, can I still best you? And I'm like, there's going to be a day where that answer is no. But
Yeah.
right now, I still can. But it's going to happen. I mean, his feet are like, they're huge. He's just getting taller.
This is
and-
exactly why 40-plus-year-olds get into jujitsu.
just to defend
should've.
themselves from their kids that
Exactly,
they've been
so
like
they can bust their
egging
nuts.
on.
Yeah.
Like,
Or don't put your kids in wrestling
Yeah, yeah.
because it hurts.
So how much did you know about wrestling before your second started getting into it?
You know what? It's the second got into it, and then we support all kids and whatever they do. My wife is amazing, and like we support whatever they want to do. And so he was wrestling. He liked football more, and so he started wrestling. And so I started helping, and I started coaching the youth with them, just the basics, right, and learning the
Yeah.
basics. And then he went to another group down in Centerville to get extra practice at the Sanderson Academy. So like Kel Sanderson's
Oh,
brother,
yeah.
Kyler Sanderson,
Yeah.
runs that. Another great,
What
great
school is that?
program.
Because the youngest went to Timpanogos.
yeah. So they went to they were Wasatch.
Okay.
And then they both were at Iowa State, and then
Yep.
Kel went to Penn State, and now he's the head coach of Penn State,
Oh yeah. Okay.
and he like never lost
But
all
they
through high
still-
school and the
yeah, so
Olympics.
crazy.
Amazing,
Yeah.
dude. I stand next to him. He's kind of scary. Met him a couple times. He's a big dude.
So they've been doing camps for a long time. I remember they did.
he has a
camps
whole
when I was
club.
yeah. Well, they were doing camps when I was
Yeah.
in high school.
Yeah.
So they would come. Yeah.
His dad would run him.
Yeah.
His
Yeah.
dad was their coach.
Man, just the amount of like insight to the sport that they
Mhm.
have. Talk about natural. But yeah, just good way to progress the sport, progress wrestlers. So
Well,
very
and,
cool.
and progress men. That's the whole thing I liked about their whole philosophy is, and I learned a lot just watching, just kind of on the sideline, just watching and learning, and then working things with my kid as he's getting older, and then, but just their philosophy and the resiliency that you see these kids change. And I can tell you stories for hours about kids we brought into the wrestling room in high school that were struggling. That one just got his mission,
Struggling with life
yeah,
in general.
Yeah.
and one just got his mission call.
Oh, cool.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
So
that's
yeah, it's
awesome.
cool to see the change if they're willing to commit. I mean, it teaches you to get your butt kicked. I'm trying not to swear. I'm trying to be PG. I'm a coach, right?
Yep.
It teaches you to get your butt kicked and get back
And
up
get back up.
and get your butt kicked again
Yep.
and get back up and get
Yeah.
your butt kicked again, get back up, and teaches you not to quit.
Yeah.
And so, if you can, and even if you go a whole match, if you're going a whole match and you're just getting demolished, but you never give them that pin, it's a win.
Yeah. You got 6 minutes on the mat.
Right.
That's some resilience.
And so the resiliency it builds in these kids, I think every kid needs something.
yeah.
Right. I've always told my kids they have 3 things when they grow up. They either have to go on a mission or the military or have a full ride scholarship. So I don't want to pay for their school first off.
Yeah.
We will if we, obviously we will, but, but they need to apply themselves, right? Something
Yeah.
to make them grow up.
yeah.
And sports is part of that growth process. And then that independence where they leave the home is either military or mission.
Yeah.
Do you see in sports sometimes where well-intentioned, but it goes too far and it actually is more damaging than good?
If there's a bad coach, yes.
Right.
So, and when I grew up, my friends wrestled, I saw it like cutting weight, dropping 10 pounds almost a week.
I don't know what that's like.
Yeah. See, I didn't wrestle. Remember,
Oh
I
my gosh.
wearing the garbage
Things-
suit, spitting in the garbage
Yeah,
cans, running
things
around.
have changed a
yeah.
lot since then.
Well, the hydration tests are awesome now.
Yeah, I wish I had had that. Like looking back on my experience wrestling, how much more energy I would have had if I wasn't doing that stupid cutting weight. Just wrestle at a weight that's healthy. And
Is
Do the rest
the
again.
hydration test just to prevent just losing water weight?
yeah,
Yeah, and dehydrating. So you have to pass a certain hydration level. And they also do to see how many electrolytes and stuff are in your urine.
Yeah.
And then they do a weight with a biometric body fat.
like
Yeah.
And then based on that, you can only lose 1.5% of body weight over a certain time.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so you can't cut really fast. You're stuck at here. And it's funny. So if you lose like 6 pounds and then after vacation, you come back and you gain 4 back, you're now back to that 4, not the 6 you were at
Yep.
the previous weigh in.
Yep.
And so they're really close on. It's actually really cool. Obviously, kids still do stuff, and their parents teach them stuff. But as long as we don't hear about it in the room, like,
Yeah.
I don't want to know about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, like you said, there's no energy, right?
There's no energy.
Yeah, we had a kid. He's a senior this year, one of the greatest kids, right? And he was always trying to cut to a certain weight last year, and he was just exhausted.
Yeah.
And it didn't look like he's having fun. He had fun hanging with the team, but when he's wrestling, he just looked like he hated it.
Oh my gosh.
And just exhausted. I'm like, why don't you go up a weight class? What are you doing? And he's always having to run before every tournament. And he went up a weight class, and guess what? He started just killing kids.
Yeah. Because now
Weird.
you're retaining electrolytes. Now you're
Right.
retaining all this energy. So it's.
Right. Yeah, but I don't cut.
16, 17-year-old, you don't realize like what's really going on in your body when you do that.
Yeah.
And the fact that they're doing this, and I hope that they're teaching this, that's kind of an education opportunity for these young athletes to show them like how much you need water, electrolytes for your body to function, for your nerves to fire, for your muscles to fire,
Right.
and retain all of that glycogen for your muscles to actually work properly. Yeah.
Yeah,
Stuff I wish I'd known when I was a high school
Right.
athlete.
I mean, because you think of how much muscle you wasted away.
Oh my God. Stupid. So dumb.
Right. I mean, those wrestlers do so much work. Like, you'd be jacked, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and wrestlers in general,
I mean, they're cut, they're thin.
yeah,
but they're,
in general, they are pretty fit. Right?
yeah. So I talked to a wrestler today. He's a heavyweight who's wanting to get down to 215. And he's like 30 pounds. I'm like, why would you want to get to 215? And it's because there's a good varsity kid above.
Oh,
He's JV
in
kid.
the heavyweight.
So I had a good talk with him today. I said, why would you want to do that? You play football too. Why not get bigger? I mean, don't get fatter. But start lifting hard, dude.
You say he's 30 pounds away from 215.
Yeah.
Heavyweight is
Up to
heavyweight.
285,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I said, you want to
Just
play football anyway?
Pack some muscle on. You've got nothing but time.
Right. And he's a
But-
sophomore.
Is he wanting to avoid because the other person is so good?
He wants to wrestle varsity.
He wants
He
to
wants
varsity.
to wrestle varsity.
Yeah. And then the kids are bigger,
Yeah.
right? Because he's at like a 230-ish now, 32-ish or 34.
Imagine
or something
someone
like that.
going up against someone that's 50 pounds heavier than you.
Yeah. So he was in the JV tournament. The kid actually placed third at the JV tournament today.
Nice.
This
Good.
kid. And he went against this other kid from Layton that was he was all of the 285. Just a beast. He'd put weight on him and just couldn't. It was bad.
One of these guys asked to cut.
Round
weights.
mound
It's
of-
so
Round
cool.
mound of pound.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. And so that's what he wants to avoid. But I'm like, just get stronger.
Yeah.
We visited, so my son from 7-on-7, some of the other stuff he'd done, he'd been on some comp teams for football and stuff like that. And we got invited. He went to one of the camps, and then one of the coaches was there from a camp, invited him out to go to Colorado State Pueblo before ninth grade started because they can talk to him until before they start ninth grade.
Oh, okay.
And then once, I think it's June 15th so this June, they can start talking to him again.
Okay.
Because of recruiting rules, right? So we went to this football camp out there, and then Coach Story, who's not Box Elder, he was really nice and called the wrestling coach out there, this guy named Dax Charles. He's in the Hall of Fame for wrestling. He's at Colorado State Pueblo. And so he meets with us after we did the whole football thing. He meets with us and takes us on a tour and sits down with me, Ryder, and my dad. He came with us for about an hour and a half and talked to him about, we don't cut here. You get bigger. If you lose, get stronger.
Mm.
You don't cut.
Yeah.
You just get weaker if you cut.
So much
Yeah.
smarter.
Yeah. And then he also told my son, don't ever get below 3.5. I prefer 3.8. I'm like, man, I love this guy.
What does that mean? What does the 3538 mean?
GPA.
GPAs.
Oh, GPAs. Okay,
Yeah.
got
Yeah.
it.
And then now football guys, we go to some camps, football guys said the same thing. Hey, if you're not a D1 athlete, you're not a super stud, you need to have at least a 3.5 so you can get some scholarship academics to go with
Yeah.
that to help
Yeah.
supplement, because people aren't going to give you full ride scholarships if
Yeah.
you're not a stud.
Yeah.
So
What position did you play in football?
defensive end.
And did you play just through high school, or did you go play in college?
I wasn't a good
also?
kid.
Wasn't a good kid. You were a David back then.
I was a David, yes. So my first year I was varsity, and then got kicked.
Can I ask what for?
Not going to school, fights. My parents divorced, and there was
Okay.
nobody,
Yeah.
and so I just did what I wanted, and
Did you
then
live-
made bad decisions like a David.
Did you live with your mom or your dad?
I went with my
after-
dad, my mom first,
Your mom
because I was the man,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And so that was when I was 15, 16, but I was always still anyway, don't go that road. I went with my mom first, and then when she got engaged, I went back to my dad.
Okay.
So yeah,
That's a rough.
to
I
go over.
mean,
Yeah, that's a
It's
tough
rough.
age for
Yeah.
to be a child of divorce.
Yeah, because it had no structure,
Yeah.
and it was funny. And my dad and I are super close now. My dad's awesome, and I'm close to my mom too. They both, had their separate lives, and they both live close. Well, my dad lives in Salt Lake. My mom lives in Syracuse. So
Okay.
both amazing people. But yeah, I just had no structure, no nothing. She had to work, and he was working, right? And then it's a weird, awkward thing because they're not going to fight over who gets what kid, and it's kind of choice. My dad thought for sure I was going to go with him, so it kind of hurt his feelings with my mom, but I went for that reason. And then when there's another man, I bounced back to my dad. But yeah, it was interesting.
How long do you feel like it took you to, I don't want to say put back together, but to kind of find your way?
Army.
Army is what gave you your
Yes.
direction.
I loved basic training.
Really?
I thought it was the greatest thing in
Okay.
the world. Seriously.
What were some of your favorite things about Army?
The drill
basic?
sergeant yelling at me. I know that sounds sick.
little sadistic.
Right.
Just a little. Just
But it's funny because I crave structure and I didn't know it at the time.
yeah, that makes sense.
And you don't think you crave structure, right? Until it's given to you and you're like, wait, this is hard, but I really like this.
Yeah.
you like the effect of it. Like you notice it.
Right.
It's not day one. You're not like, man, I've really wanted someone to yell in my face and spit.
But how much more
Right.
productive you are because
But
you're not wasting
after a
time
week
doing
or
this.
two,
You have a
weeks,
purpose.
Yeah, it's clear.
Yeah. And the military does that. It breaks you down and gives you a purpose. Like,
Yep.
It breaks you down and gives you a purpose. And that's why that rule with my kids, mission or military, because mission will do the same thing.
Yep.
Now, granted, you have to be good enough and we're going on a mission for the right reasons. And
Yeah,
Right. You don't
Right.
have to go. We're not
Yeah.
like requiring
Right.
it, but
these are your choice. Like, this is what I prefer for you. One of these or a full ride scholarship. Like, if you're getting a scholarship, like, as long as you're working,
yeah.
just not being a drain on society.
Yeah.
So yeah, and basic training didn't fix me immediately, right? But I craved structure and I liked it. I'm like, okay, this is cool. I like this. And my drill sergeant, I was literally I was the bunk right across the hall. And I got talking to him, like, these are cool guys. And now granted, they're a little crazy sometimes, but I loved it. I thought it was funny.
I feel like they have to there's a switch they have to flip
Yeah.
on and off, right? I bet outside of that environment, totally cool, hang out, salt of the earth people. But when you're the one that's getting yelled at, it's like, what is wrong with this man that is yelling at me right now?
Yeah, and you're trying not to laugh at someone getting yelled at either.
Oh yeah.
And that's why their
gets you
hats,
more
I mean,
trouble.
their hats are like this, right?
Yep.
And so they can't see your eyes because I guarantee you they're trying not to laugh.
Yeah.
I would die laughing if I was yelling like, oh man, some of the stuff they say.
I'm sure maggot gets used a lot.
Oh.
That's a light one.
That's
yeah.
like a
Yeah.
go-to.
See, I was the last all male cycle. So then they started doing combined basic
Oh.
trainings. So I was in 94, I graduated. And so the last all male cycle at Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri. And so they could do a little more. Then they couldn't hit you and stuff still, but they could say a lot more and get away with a lot
Yeah.
more.
Couldn't hit you anymore.
They used to be able to do that.
I mean, the Marines probably did that for a while.
They might still do. I don't know.
They probably, yeah. Who knows? And I guarantee I can't guarantee a thing, but given what the Secretary of War has said
Oh,
recently, you like headset?
I think it's like, I'm not allowed to hit you. You're like, cadet, hit that cadet. That's what I call peer punishment.
Right.
You're gonna let him get away with making me make you do push-ups?
Well, no, you just make everybody do it and then
Yeah.
take care of them later.
Yeah, yeah.
After I leave the room.
Sock parties. Yeah.
Yep. No, but yeah,
I never saw any of that when I went through.
I
basic.
didn't either. I think the worst thing through basic training is one guy tried to run away and they
Oh.
caught him. We went AWOL, and so we had to take turns at guarding the bed at night.
Wow.
You put him right out in the hallway, and you just have to stand guard. I think that was the craziest thing in basic training.
Yeah, I think the weirdest thing I saw was, man, I didn't see a whole lot of weird. There wasn't a lot of weird, but just kids doing
Yeah.
stupid things. Like it's 8 weeks, right? And week 7, these kids buy cell phones and they hide them in the ceiling tiles, and they thought they could get away with it. So they got recycled back to
Oh yeah,
the previous week, and they had to wait and just
you never want to be recycled.
yeah, no.
Soylent
One
Green.
guy, I don't know
Sounds
if he ever
horrible.
got if you ever talked to mental health or whatnot, but my bunkmate we were on dorm duty, like dorm guard duty for that night, and we were doing the sweeps, and one of the trainees had like all of his hand sanitizer on his hands, just like sitting with his head in his wall locker, doing nothing. I was like, "Are you okay?" And I don't remember what happened with him, but he finished the cycle. So I don't.
Interesting.
I never kept in touch with him, but that's probably the weirdest thing that I've heard of in basic training.
I think besides pulling guard, there's one drill sergeant, and he was with, like, because we were in Charlie company, and there was this platoon, and there's another platoon in the same company, but he was this crazy. He'd jump off a building, and then as he's leaving, he'd drive by and smoke. They call it smoking there.
Yeah.
Air Force 2, like, everybody drop, just beat your face, right?
Yep.
Just pound up, push up
On your face.
He'd drive by. He's like, "I gotcha, get down." And he was nuts. And the chow hall, we'd be in line, and he'd jump off the building and start yelling at people. Smoke. I'm like, what the crap? This guy's crazy.
My dad told me some stories, but he told me that this guy walked in, can't remember what he was, a colonel, general, something higher ranking. And he comes in and he starts talking, and he has like the jowl flaps, and they're just like, they're going. And he's trying to keep it together, and his name is no joke. Last name Pancakes.
No, it's not.
Oh yeah.
No way.
And he's like, it took everything I had to just hold it, like, because I knew that if I laughed, the punishment would be severe. But he joined because he thought he'd get drafted and go to Vietnam. So if you joined, you had more options. And they said, "Hey, do you want to go spy on the Russians or go to Vietnam?" He's like,
I want to go spy on the Russians.
"I'll go spy on the Russians." So he was sent to Germany. So before I was born.
So was your commitment a 6-year commitment?
Yeah, it was just the National Guard one, right? Yeah. So it's the training was about almost 2 years.
Yeah.
So I was at San Antonio forever, because you got your Bravo course, your medic course, which is another 10 weeks. And then you have your Juliet, which they recertified to 91 Bravo November 9. That way, if you failed Juliet, you could just be medic.
Okay.
Kind of a recycle, but at least you have a fallback, because it's a harder course.
Yep.
And that, I want to say it was like 37, 48, it's 37 or 47 weeks long as well.
Okay.
And then you go to OJT. So I was the last group that was at Fitzsimmons Army Medical Center in Aurora.
Okay.
Aurora's not nice anymore,
No.
but we closed down that hospital. We were the last group there.
Okay.
And then I was the last person there, actually. I was the only one that went there. And I went home, then we were with the guard unit after that. And it was weird because the guard unit disbanded, so I didn't have a place there either.
Where was the armory they were at?
So it was the 144th.
Which is...
It's a combat support hospital group.
Okay.
Up by Sunnyside, up by University of Utah.
Okay.
And then when I was gone, they became the 328th. No, they became the 328th, and then I became a detachment 5.
Okay.
So I never got to use physical therapy again. I was actually the person who gave shots and physicals to send people out.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
So, or you do for your summer camps, you go do medical support, like on a gun range or whatever, for different groups.
Okay.
Just to get your 2 weeks in.
Oh, yeah.
It was
That's
really weird.
On a gun range down at Camp Williams?
Yeah.
Okay.
All the time.
Man. The last time I was down at the gun range, we did our unit had a bunch of 45 ACP that they had to get rid of, like thousands of rounds. And so we just spent all day just loading and shooting and loading and shooting. And they had they had automatic targets. I don't know if...
Oh, the pop-up. Yep.
Yeah, they had the pop-ups, like self-healing targets and stuff like that. So, man, that was a day. That was a fun time.
I love Brain.
Yeah.
Those were fun days.
So your 6 years ended right before September 11th?
Yeah, so my reenlistment, because then you have 2 IRR.
Yep.
So that's the 8, right?
So IRR is inactive ready reserve.
Yep. So they can call you up anytime still.
Got it.
And then
But you're not getting paid. You're not drilling.
Nope.
Yep.
So I was up at the college. I actually remember when 9/11 happened. I was actually in the student union building. So we got married in 2000. So I think that was, I was up at college.
Oh, okay.
My reenlistment was 2000.
Okay.
Well, for the 6, right? Because
Yeah.
you reenlist before the IR. And I said no because I just got married. And then a bunch of them left. They all got shipped out. They didn't go. I mean, they went to Germany. But
Yeah.
Fellow medical
yeah,
guys. Yeah.
because we're a medical unit,
Yeah.
right? And so, but yeah, it was interesting.
Man.
And it was weird.
And then, so that was 2000. You started your business in 2008.
Yep.
You did a little bit of physical therapy in between.
Yeah, I was at a physical therapy clinic
Okay.
as an aide, but I
you were
was able to
PTA.
do more.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a high paid aide.
Yep.
But I could do traction, I could do tens, I could do everything because I learned it in the Army, right? And so I couldn't do that unsupervised.
Oh, so you had to be under a
Right.
physical therapist,
Right.
to be able to do it. Yeah.
And so,
That means the therapist came by once a week.
well, it depends on what
checked
the thing, like, I could help set up with a physical therapist there with me,
Yeah.
but I couldn't run it without him
Yeah.
because I'm not an assistant. I'm not licensed.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't licensed because you can do a lot more in the Army. Like as a medic, combat medic, you can do cardiac life saving, you can do a trach, you can do everything. Where you can't do that as a normal paramedic or normal EMT here. So you can just do a lot more that you can't do as an assistant here. So yeah, it's interesting.
That's cool. Very cool. I'm going to ask this because I ask all of our Daves this.
This is going to get random.
Oh, I like random. We're good.
If someone were to make a movie of your life, who would you pick to play you?
This is where I'm going to fail because I suck at names.
You can describe them.
Okay, have you ever watched Reacher?
Yeah.
He's like my favorite guy in the world.
Alan Richardson.
In my dream, it would be him.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Be huge, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And he's amazing. And he's funny. Have you seen the comedy one he just did? With
The play
Playdate.
Playdate. I haven't seen it.
Oh, man. He's hilarious.
Is he?
I had
I'm gonna
no
check
idea
it
he
out.
was that funny.
Yeah. Did you see the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare?
I haven't seen
Henry
that one.
Cavill. Oh, that's a good one. It's a historical movie. About,
He's in that one?
Yeah.
Ah.
Plays the. This is
He's a beast.
Swedish act.
So
Swedish accent.
in my dream, it would be him.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
probably not. Honestly, because I'm a big guy. And depending on what weight loss cycle he's on, probably Kevin James.
I was actually thinking Kevin James. For
See?
you. Yeah.
I've heard that.
He's a funny guy too.
Like, yeah, when he was like more when he did that. What's the one where he was a teacher and he fought?
Oh,
More, like,
Here Comes the Boom.
yeah,
That's
like because he
I
goes through
really like
cycles,
that.
right?
Yeah,
He's
I
like
really like
bigger and then smaller and then bigger and then smaller.
Yep.
Yeah, probably him.
Okay.
I just saw like a little clip, but he said something like he didn't eat for a very long time. Like I think he just drank like salt water or something.
Kevin James.
Yeah, he lost. I think it's the first time he
For
lost
that
weight.
movie?
Not for.
Or-
I don't know if
For a
it was
different
for the
movie.
movie.
Oh,
I don't know if it was
that
for
one
the
he was still kinda
movie
bigger.
or just
Okay.
trying to lose weight in general.
Probably trying to get a role.
But yeah, he's like, I didn't eat for it was like months or something
gosh.
ridiculous.
Oh.
And I'm like, I guess if you have fat, your body will be like, well, I'll use this, I guess. But I can't imagine that's super healthy. But
No.
I don't know.
No.
Kevin James, I get
Okay.
a lot, and then there's the one guy, the kind of the thicker guy from Swingers movie way back in the day. I can't remember his. I suck at names once again.
Trying to think of who that is. What else he been in?
Oh, it's we watch. I can't believe we haven't watched it yet. 4 Christmases.
Oh.
The thicker brother. with the
yeah,
American Fighter shirts
John
on.
Favreau.
Yes.
Yeah, director.
Oh,
of
he's
Iron
in the
Man.
Marvel.
Yeah. So him too. He fluctuates a lot too.
Oh yeah, I could see that. Yeah,
That's
Jon
the other one.
Favreau
People
would
like,
be
oh,
good.
that I see that.
Yeah.
So probably him.
Okay, good.
Are you gonna ask the follow up one about?
Yes.
Oh,
I
this
am.
is where we might have to edit this. We edit nothing.
Wait, what's my follow up?
Don't make me say it
I
out
have
loud.
the more serious one. Is that the one you're talking about? Oh yeah, who would you pick to play your wife?
Well, she already knows. Probably Selma Hayek. She's hot like my wife. She knows that. She knows that.
Okay.
She knows my
Alright.
favorite, like Selma Hayek and Angelina Jolie, like top level.
Like we don't have a hall pass, but
And they would,
if we did have
they
a hall
would
pass,
represent. You feel like they would do a good representation of your wife?
They would, because
Okay.
my wife's a strong woman. Like
Oh, okay.
she'll give you attitude. She probably kick your ass. Like she probably could. Like she's,
we might have to have like a follow up with all our guests and their wives.
Dude, remember the one time we interviewed Dave G,
Yeah,
and his wife is sitting
was
over
sitting right
there,
over there.
and like we ask questions,
and he'll like,
and he's like looks over at her,
yeah, that was funny.
like, would we get different answers if she was like, and she wasn't being like overbearing or anything. It was just kind of funny that he's like, let me just check in with the wife on that.
no, it's funny because like the friends come over especially with new friends or like girlfriends or whatever, they come over and they're all scared to death of me when they first see me. And they realize, oh, he's
Just like a big.
now they're all
bear.
just afraid of Heidi. I'm just there in case something happens. She just takes care. Like
Yeah.
she's the enforcer. So she's hot and has a good attitude too. Like she can dish it out.
Thanks for letting us take Dave, Heidi. Appreciate it. Please don't hold it against us. We promise it was all in good fun. All right, here's my real follow-up, though.
Oh, let me say this real
Do you
quick.
want? Okay.
With your wife and the sassitude is what I would call it.
Sassitude.
Does she ever say to the kids, like, don't make him go from being your dad to my husband? There's a phrase that goes along that way where it's like, you've crossed the line now, and Papa Bear, because she's over there kind of taking care of you. You're just in the background, I imagine. Like,
It's never come to that. I swear sometimes she might get me in a fight in public close enough because she'll say things to people because she speaks her mind. And I've learned to speak my mind more now because of her.
yeah.
She's a blessing, right? I think I like her because I like drill sergeants. Right?
Yeah.
And she's not a drill sergeant. She's amazing, but she keeps me in line. Right? Otherwise, I'd probably not do great things.
She only puts hands on you when it's consensual.
Yes.
The only difference, I want a T-shirt that says this, but the only difference between love and abuse is a safety word.
Yep. I've heard that.
Brought to you by the Daves of our lives.
Anyway, sorry, go ahead. You were.
No,
She holds her own.
She holds her own, and she's feisty. There's been stuff like we had her family. We're all on a softball team. Like, and her dad, before he passed, was on the sideline. This pitcher was popping off and told the old man to shut up. She was pissed, so I literally followed him to his car and made him apologize. But normally I don't have to do stuff because they'll just back down because she can hold her own. She's a tough woman.
Good. Cool.
And she's good looking. I mean, it's kind of a both. So it's like, I might get beat up a little bit.
And you might enjoy it.
Yeah.
What else do you like to do with your family?
Oh, sports is big.
Okay.
We love going to the University of Utah games. I've had season tickets before my kids were born.
Oh, okay.
And so we're like
For
10th row
all
in the north end
events
zone.
or football?
Football only.
Football, okay.
Yeah. They don't have a wrestling team.
Yeah.
And wrestling's the only fun when it's the kids,
I mean, the gymnastics is pretty big up there, too. So,
Yeah, no, not for me.
Yeah.
I have boys.
Yeah. The boys don't want to go watch the
No,
gymnastics.
no.
they can meet ladies.
You know what? They're kind of funny and shy.
Yeah.
Like, because we go to the trainer this morning with my son, like the 16-year-old, because he has to get cleared for concussion.
Yeah.
So we're doing the protocols with, and she's not there yet, and all the drill teams in their sports bras and then their leggings and stuff, warming and doing their practice. I'm like, we just got to go through there. It's unlocked. He's like, I'm not going through there. I'm like, dude, just go in there. No, I'm not that guy.
Well, don't make comments and don't stare too long, but just walk in.
So finally the trainer came and she went through that door to get in. So we just followed her in and he just looked at the guy the whole time.
Was he worried that he'd be perceived as like a creep with the girls?
That's exactly what it was.
So it's respectable.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
I think you get him a sports bra and some leggings and have him walk through in that outfit.
I have a picture of him in a sports.
Am I surprised? No. Now, what's the story behind that?
No, it was fun. So packages come to the house. We're Amazon. Like we probably get like 30 packages a day, I think.
Oh, all right.
No knock on you, Heidi.
Who knows how that
But
happens?
we get a lot of packages for some reason. It's weird. And one came with his name on it, and he was expecting something. He opened up in his her sports bra. Like, well, you got to put it on. And so we took a picture and sent it to her. And then she put it on Insta so all his friends saw it.
That's
And he was kind of
hilarious.
mad.
Oh,
But
good.
it was pretty funny. And he's like a strong kid, so it was like tight. It was pretty funny.
I can't get it off. We're gonna have to cut it.
No, it was pretty funny.
So season passes to you.
Yeah, so we go to University of Utah games.
This season's been good.
It has.
I mean, it could have been better, but like it was a good year so
good.
far.
And then all the seasons been like close.
Yeah.
And I've taken my middle son to the first Rose Bowl, and then we took all the kids the next year to the Rose Bowl, the second Rose Bowl. They got their butts kicked, but it's still fun to go to the Rose Bowl.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we travel for that. We travel, like I just got back from Texas. So that's our Thanksgiving things. We go away somewhere every year. So it was Hawaii last year.
Oh yeah. What part?
Arizona. We were actually in Turtle Bay.
Oh yeah.
So we had one of the beach condos right there
Yeah.
in Turtle Bay for the whole week.
I served my mission in Hawaii, so
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
it's
Turtle Bay.
pretty.
I was just south in Waialua Valley.
Yeah.
For my second area.
Okay. Yeah, I know where that is.
So I know. Yeah, Turtle Bay.
My dad's flying out there 13. He lives there 3 months out of the year.
Really?
Yeah, well, he retired
Yeah, great.
and he had a big practice. And and that's his favorite place in the world. And so he lives there 3 months and different brothers will come and sisters will come visit him.
On Oahu?
Yeah. Well, he mixes them up. So like, I think he goes to Kona first. He actually likes Kona the best.
I love it. So my first area was Big Island.
Okay.
I loved it.
He likes because everything's different.
Yeah.
There's different seasons. I haven't been there.
You get there's snow in the winter.
Yeah, that's what he said.
That's crazy.
I built a snowman on Christmas Eve.
in Hawaii.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's
People
excited
drive up to the mountain, they load their truck
Yeah.
up with snow, and then you build a snowman. The next day, it's gone.
and they have like a huge Grand Canyon there,
Yeah.
like a legit huge canyon.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that valley is cool. I've hiked
Yeah.
in that valley. Yeah. So you haven't been to Big Island?
I haven't, and I know he's excited to go because the volcano is super active again.
He's super active.
I know, and it's pretty, and you can see it from the distance, and
Yeah.
so he's excited.
You should go.
We'll see. Once again, kids. We took the kids with us to Hawaii last year.
Oh, and how was that?
It was fun.
Yeah.
It was a
Okay.
blast. Yeah, we just playing in the ocean every day. Like my middle son, he's got naturally curly hair
Okay.
and he's kind of dark skinned. People thought
So
he was one
kind
of
of fit in.
he after the sun hit him for a couple days, he really looked like one of the Islanders.
Yeah.
Like I was like, dude. And he's built right, so
Yeah.
he really fit in.
Yep. That's
It was pretty funny. My other two boys are pasty. So
Nothing wrong with pasty.
well. Just kidding.
no, but yeah, so we just travel. We've been doing that for quite a few years.
Okay.
Just go away. It's
Where's
nice.
been your favorite place?
Louisiana?
Really?
Yeah.
Because of the food?
Well, the food and the culture. We went to a Saints game because we're big Saints fans,
Yeah.
even though they're terrible. But my whole family's Saints fans. All of the kids. My son, like the middle son, Alvin Kamara is his favorite player because he's a running back, right?
Yeah.
And then so we actually they played the Bills for the Thanksgiving that year, for Thanksgiving Day, and so we surprised kid, hey, we're gonna go to New Orleans this year, and we got Saints tickets, and then we went down Bourbon Street, but
Go to Cafe Du Bon.
yeah, we went everywhere because I had to show them everything because I've been down there a couple times,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
So we went to Cafe Du Monde, we had everything, and so we
I had my
so
first po' boy in New Orleans.
they're good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a shrimp po' boy.
Of course, it was shrimp,
Yeah.
or if not, it's crawfish, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was so. I'd never had grits like that before. The only time I'd ever had grits before that was in the DFAC, and they don't compare at all to what you can get down there.
People in Utah don't eat grits, right?
Well, this was Air Force.
Oh, okay.
So my first tech school was in Mississippi,
Mm-hmm.
and I had grits at the DFAC, and I just didn't like it. I was like, I'm never having grits again. I tried it last time I was in New Orleans, and I was like, oh, I've been missing out.
You missed the stick of butter. That's why.
That's exactly right. It's exactly
And the pepper.
yes.
No, you're saying that you enjoyed butter with some grit. It's like a stick of butter.
Hey, Dave, fat is flavor, and I will die on that.
I am
hill.
very flavorful.
No, I'm a big grits fan.
Yeah. Okay. So Louisiana is your favorite.
That was my
place?
favorite. And we talked family, each one had different. I think my middle son liked Hawaii the best.
Okay.
But as a family in general, I think New Orleans has been the funnest one.
How long have you been doing that for, that tradition? Is that something you started when you and your wife got married?
No, we've only been doing it for about 5. We didn't have money earlier with kids, right? We
Yep.
talked about that with the kid later, and then you
Well,
have money to
maybe-
travel and do stuff.
Maybe you went to Magna.
No, we with my parents divorced, and then her parents older. Like we didn't want to. We do Christmas here and there, and
Oh yeah.
so it's just an easy. Hey, let's just as a family go do something.
Yeah.
And it was actually fun last year because my dad just ended up coming to Hawaii early.
Oh sweet.
So instead of 3 months, he stayed like 4.
Yeah.
And so he stayed with us.
So is he like November to February? He lives in Hawaii.
Yep. Well, he leaves December 13th. So he's getting ready to leave
Oh okay.
until March.
Okay.
And then, so he came early last year. So it was pretty fun.
That's cool.
But yeah, New Orleans, the food, the culture. And it's actually funny, the best food, because we try to do it to where the kids get a little bit of everything. So we had a Cajun Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah.
Like we went to one of the
That's a-
places right off there, Bourbon, kind of by the St. Louis Cathedral, and they had a Thanksgiving dinner, and there's oysters in the stuffing. Like it was legit. So
Oh, that's so
Florida, we had Cuban. Hawaii, we had Hawaiian. So
cool.
yeah, just a tradition. Because we like experiences with our kids. They're better.
Yeah.
They still get gifts, obviously, but those last longer.
Yeah.
I saw a lady driving in the car, and she just said, "Hey guys, what'd you get for Christmas last year?" And they're like, crickets. And so it was just feeding into that concept of like, look, there's only so many things that you can buy your kids that really mean something to them, but it's the experience that's like associated with it. I have fond memories playing video games with my dad and my brother. Like, it wasn't the game, it was the experience with them.
Yeah.
So that's something we've been thinking about. In fact, the kids don't listen to this podcast, but this year we specifically picked an experience for each kid. It's kind of their main present.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
So they will probably be disappointed, but that is, parenting is about like a little bit of disappointment every once in a while, just to prepare them for the real world.
We actually did that for Christmas before we started doing this, and that's where it kind of hit home. Like, we did experiences. My oldest son's a big country kid.
Okay.
He's not a cowboy, but he's, I guess there's country boys. I don't know all these words.
There's a difference.
He wears boots. I don't wear boots. I'm a Nike and Jordan guy. Like, it's, but he wears cowboy boots. We actually went to Tecovas in Austin to get, new Tecovas cowboy boots, I guess. My wife got some too. But yeah. And so we put, with my middle son, I got tickets to the Rose Bowl. And so they're in an envelope in the tree.
Awesome.
And then for my oldest son, we had tickets to Blake Shelton. When God's Country was kind of the big song, right?
Yeah.
We had tickets to that. And so he went with mom to that. And then I took Ryder to the Rose Bowl. And so ever since then, we were just doing the experiences because it's something they don't forget.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's been our thing.
Yeah. We kind of made that decision this year too.
Never stop it.
We've got, our oldest is 14, almost 15. So we're like, we've got a limited time with her at home. We might as well start making more memories. So we have, I won't announce it here, but
yeah, don't spoil it.
Yeah. Made that same decision.
They're going to Magna.
Magna's hot this time. I mean, it's hopping.
It's going to be awesome.
At least it's not Scipio.
We might.
Wait. Scipio used to be pretty cool with that really sad zoo, but that's gone now. But it was like, you're on your way down and there's a zebra. Like, you get the kids out and they had like little bunnies you could pet. You get some gas.
Didn't they just move it? I think it's in Beaver now, isn't it?
Did they move it?
Because in Beaver, there's the gas station on the right-hand side that has a zoo.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I
there.
looked it up and it sounded like they had new owners and they like closed it. But you're saying it just moved to Beaver.
it's
Yeah,
not.
so the last gas station on
Is
the
it
right
Beaver?
before you go up the hill, is it Beaver or is it Fillmore? It's one of the two.
It's
The only thing I know in Beaver is the creamery.
we were just there. And
I
we were heading to Monroe.
swear it's Beaver.
We fact checked nothing.
It's not Beaver.
Yeah, I'm fact checking.
I know
this.
it's
You're fact checking.
I
You don't have your
can't.
phone.
I can't. The phone is
because isn't it the gas station on the west side that has a huge chair in front, the oversized chair?
No, I don't think so. It's off. It is right off I-15 though.
Yeah.
And then there's a main highway that goes down through to Scipio. I
Mhm.
believe.
Well, I-15 will take right by.
Yes.
Yeah.
I-15 goes
So-
through Scipio.
So it's further down.
It's
now.
right before that big hill, and then you come down into Fillmore, right? Or is it Beaver? I don't know. My geography's off.
I think it's after the Fillmore into Beaver. But I think
You know
that's
what
why
I'm
I thought
talking
it was Fillmore.
before that big hill.
Yeah, that's what we actually stopped there for the Rose Bowl because
Oh, okay.
we drove with
Oh.
my son for the first one. We drove. It was a whiteout. I just put it in 4 low and just drove on the whiteout where everybody parked. But we had to stop at the gas station first.
Yeah. Is there a
I-
picture? Man, I'm gonna have to look that up.
I'm gonna have to look as well because we never gone pet the animals, but I've seen them.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, we've gone there. You can donate a little bit of money, and like the kids have a good time. They're stretching their legs because from like Provo to St. George, there's not a lot.
Yeah.
Nope, there's not.
There's not.
There's the Beaver Creamery.
Yeah, I'm not ice cream.
You're not an ice cream guy. You're a
No.
barbecue guy.
I'm a meat guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they do have like food there, and it's pretty good too.
We went, and my wife still makes fun of me. Like everybody got treats or ice cream, and I got like a beef stick. And it was like this long, so I'm just eating it. Or
You know what surprised me? What
With the
gas
ice cream
station-
cone,
no ice cream.
the waffle cone with the meat stick just sticking out
Chicken
of
and
it.
waffles.
Love chicken and waffles.
Yeah. You know what gas station food surprised me is the corner store in Riverside. Have you been there?
Riverside or River?
Up here.
Yeah,
I know Riverside is.
Riverside, North Box Elder County.
Hmm.
It's a Sinclair, Pop's Riverside, Pop's Corner Store, something like that. I think that's what it's called. It's a Sinclair up there. Anyway, they go through like thousands of pounds of chicken a week.
Oh, yeah.
For their, the
No,
chicken
no,
tenders that I'm talking about.
This is a trend that's been happening over the last 5-10 years now. People aren't going to fast food restaurants. They're going to gas stations, and because the gas stations up the quality. This isn't like a 7-Eleven.
This has been
like
the case for a
Maverick,
long time. No.
Maverick, like every single one of them, they're grilling hamburgers out there, and they're making the food fresh, and it is just go in and grab the burrito and go out. You don't even have to go through the drive-through. There's
If you
tons
don't
of
get
money.
to this place at the right time, you have to wait for your chicken tenders because they go through them that fast.
They
It's
go
been
through that
around
fast?
for
Where's it
probably
at?
30 years. So if you head I-15, there's that first Maverick when you come to Tremonton. If you get off that first Tremonton exit and just head north on that main road, like 6-7 miles down the road, there's a Sinclair called Pop's Corner Store.
Oh, I know where that
I
is.
know where that one is too.
I know where that is.
I
Go
didn't
get
know.
chicken tenders.
I
Is
think
it
my,
good?
They
well,
sell
my,
them by the pound. They're good.
my son did get chicken tenders. I
Did
didn't
he?
at the time, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was doing a bid. So I had another company that we flipped.
Okay.
We did garage floor coatings, and I was doing a bid up there.
Okay.
And so, yeah, we stopped there because and you can go up that way or this way from the gas station.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know which one it is.
Yeah.
They had all sorts of food there.
Yeah. They're known for their chicken tenders because they cut. The
I think
chicken
he had those. And the
fresh.
tater logs.
Yep.
Yep.
But those, they sell the chicken tenders by the pound.
And corn dogs,
Oh yeah, they have all
also
the-
known as
yeah.
meat Twinkies.
I don't like frozen corn dogs.
No.
Like,
Well, you
something
heat them
from the
up.
fair.
You heat them up,
but
Dave.
I understand. Don't eat them cold. I just don't like those. I like a foot long that's fresh,
Yeah.
fried, like something you get like at the state fair or something like
Yeah.
that.
State
With some
Fair is a great
Honey and
place
some
to
mustard
get
and some ketchup on it.
fat, sugar, and salt.
That's all
The
it is.
American
Yeah.
diet.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I want a
Dave.
scone. Well, it's this big.
I am okay. Speaking of scones, you like barbecue.
I love barbecue.
Have you heard of Smoking Bones?
Yes. In Bountiful. So
Have
I
you
went to
had-
Bountiful. I'm from Bountiful.
Oh,
Well, high school from Bountiful.
okay.
And so I've had smoke and bones. It's good.
Have you had the Navajo taco?
No.
It's a scone
Mhm.
with mozzarella, baked beans, and brisket and barbecue sauce.
I haven't had it there, but I've had everything else there, but not that.
Man, I will never have another Navajo taco ever again. That's the only one I will eat.
Smoke and
Wait, I
bones
was
on
like,
that top 10
never
we talked
again. It
about.
was
Was it on the top 10?
It was on the top 10.
Oh, all
And I was like,
right.
oh, they're okay.
So my wife and I lived at Russin Brothers.
Okay.
That's how we got to know
Interesting.
Bountiful a little bit.
The Rustins like Chad and
Uh-huh.
I know.
Yep.
them.
And
I,
Tyler.
I went to Viewmont High School my first year
Are you the
when I
sa-
lived
are
with my
you-
mom. And then I
Okay.
went to Bountiful High when I
Are you
lived
the
with my
same
dad.
age as those guys?
Chad is my age, yeah.
Chad is your age.
94
Okay.
graduate. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Played Little League and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, it's such a small world.
Yeah.
That's cool.
yep.
David Milius.
Oh yeah.
That's the mortuary that I was at. The Russins
Mhm.
are the owners of that mortuary.
Okay.
So there's that connection.
Let me ask him. When Dave worked there, and he picked up people after they passed away, what
My wife did this job too.
she really?
what is that called? Like, what is that job title?
I'd have to ask my wife. She had that job title.
Yeah, but if you were gonna say like, oh, you worked as a, what would you say?
Meat delivery person. I don't
I said body snatcher, and
If
he
you
Body
got
said,
snatcher is kind of right.
Body
You've got a
snatcher.
one-track mind. I love it.
I'm trying to diet here, and I'm getting really hungry talking with this guy. Yeah, so it's like, so you worked as a body snatcher, and he was like, that is not the
It's not the official term.
official term. What is the official term?
Live-in tenant.
See, she didn't live in. Like,
Oh, she didn't live in.
No,
She just
so
did it as a job.
yeah,
So
she
I
did a
feel
job,
like-
so she'd be on call
Yeah.
and she wanted to do it because she wanted to do makeup and stuff for the dead, and she's fascinated. She thought she was going to go into be a mortician or something.
Yeah.
Death
early in
becomes
college,
her.
right? She loves it. She loves murder podcasts and everything. So if I'm missing, I'm dead.
No. We know you're dead, but we also know she
Who
did
she
it.
did it, yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, so she wanted to get into
Mortician.
and then do makeup and stuff like that as well.
Yeah.
And so I talked to somebody that was in a networking group with me, and we connected the two, and we got her in there. And so she'd be on call, and she'd just go with the person who was the live-in resident,
Yeah.
and go pick up bodies.
Bodies.
But it was in Ogden. So it
Okay.
was for
Myers.
Levitz,
I think it was-
Myers.
I can't remember if it was Levitz or Leverage Linquist. I think it was Levitz.
Linquist.
I'd have to ask her again. But
Okay.
once again, names.
Yep.
So live in tenant.
Yeah.
I feel like that's an insensitive name for the job you're doing. And that's an insensitive comment. but-
Population wise, we were the only living residents.
Like brag. Did you show up and say, "Hi, I'm the live-in tenant here to pick up your deceased"?
No, I left all the talking to the mortician.
Um,
I went with an all-call mortician when I went to
Yeah. I think
do retrieval.
my wife, the guy was this big pre-med student that was working as a live-in tenant at the time.
Oh, okay.
And so she'd go pick up. They'd do the call and then go pick. Yeah. Because she was just fascinated.
Quite an experience.
Yeah.
Quite an experience. Did you ever get to go with her?
No.
Did you ever want to?
I was at home. Because I worked all during the day.
that
and
was,
so her,
it was the
that was
middle of
like,
the night.
that was her
Yeah.
free, like a job that she did until, and then she had her career afterwards. And so
Okay.
she still works. Yeah. She's, yeah.
what does she do for a living?
Okay, she does the grandparents programs for Weber Human Services. So she writes the grants, gets the government funding, aligns senior citizens to visit other senior citizens that need care, so they have something to do and they get a little funding. And then, yeah, that's kind of her job.
Okay.
There is a lot of work that goes into writing grants.
It-
Like
Yeah.
people,
It's very
people
strict,
do not.
yeah.
People that have never experienced it or talked to somebody who does it. It is a lot of work.
I've only ever applied for one grant, and that was for my capstone project for my undergrad.
Well, they're writing the grant you're applying for.
Yeah, it's
Right.
different.
Yeah.
That's my only experience
Yeah.
with grants is applying
Yeah.
for a grant.
And so, but yeah, she got her degree in hospital administration,
Okay. From where?
Weber State.
Okay.
And so she stopped going to school early on and went back as we had, and the kids didn't know she was going until she had her degree, and then she showed her parents her degree and the kids the degree.
You go to the graduation ceremony? And,
She walked. No,
okay.
it was awesome.
And they
Yeah.
all went? And,
Yeah, my friend
okay.
Brian Cottle was on the stage. He was there in the program.
So
and-
she do it while they were at like school, like during the day.
no, they're off that day, and so the kids got to go see her walk.
No, but I
Oh,
mean,
you're
like,
asking
I'm asking like she
when
went
she
to,
studied, when she went
She
to
was
Um,
doing everything, and
She'd
they
go
didn't know
some during
about
the
it.
day because they were in school. This is so they go some during the day and some online.
She had,
So-
and they had no idea.
Undercover student.
That's cool.
Because she just kept. She didn't tell her mom because her mom was mad that she didn't finish school, and she just went back because we
Oh,
could, and she wanted to advance her career, and
Yeah.
so she went back and worked hard, got her degree. She's smart too,
She's smart. She's
sassy.
sassy.
And hot.
She's confident. She's hot.
So
Well, I'm going to ask my big deep question that I ask everybody. What would you say your legacy is? What do you want to leave for future generations?
somebody asked me this, and I was thinking about it recently. It's kind of interesting. I just want to be able to have people say this person affected me in a good, positive way, right? And that's why I coach. I get passionate about coaching. That's why I do marketing, because you see companies grow and people grow, and it's cool because you get to grow with them.
Yeah.
And that's, like I said, why I coach. Like, there's one of the athletes that I coached in Little League and then high school now. And then there's another guy that I coached with later. He coached his older brother, and then they were both at Fremont at the time. And the dad was on a trip with him. He said, "Hey guys, who's your favorite coach?" And the one kid I coached said, "Hands down, Dave Wade." And I was just a Little League coach, right? And it's because you're teaching them this is what you do in this sport, but this is what you do in life, right? And so that's why I like wrestling so much.
Yeah.
There's one kid that we had last year that we got into the wrestling room. He wasn't doing great. He was way behind in school. It's kind of, and he's a smart kid. In fact, when we had the parents meeting and I knew he was going to come wrestle, I said, "You're just lazy." I was blunt with him. Like, and he's friends with one of my kids, right? With my oldest kid. And so I said, "You're just lazy." I said, "He's a lazy guy," right? To his parents. And she's like, "Yep." But he went through the whole year. He got his grades up. He just practiced until January, got his grades up, worked hard, got it just barely enough till he could wrestle. Never won a match, but grinded and stayed with it the whole time. When he finished, he decided, "Hey, I'm going to go get my GED because I'm a year behind in school. I'm not going to be able to graduate. We'd graduate and walk with my class anyway." He'd be a senior this year with my oldest.
Okay.
And he did his GED, and the Denton, the counselor, came to me and said, like, "Hey, that's like the fastest I've ever seen somebody take and then pass the GED." He did it in like a week, which is crazy, I guess. I've never done GED. And then he went and did construction with his uncle down in Arizona. And now he came back and he's going on a mission. And I was just like, dude,
cool.
You're awesome.
Yeah,
and it's because he found something to push himself, right? And that's that growth.
Yeah.
Same thing with marketing, same thing with wrestling, same thing with sports, same thing with anything in life, any trials, right? I want people to learn that when you get knocked down, you get back up. When you get knocked down, you get back up. And so I want to be known as a person, hey, he'd always get back up and get other people to get back up with him. That would be an awesome legacy.
Yeah.
That when you get knocked down, get back up. I tell my kids it's okay to get knocked down. It's okay to try and fail. Like, it's not a big deal. Like, failure happens. And not like being too afraid to try, I think is a bigger failure. So I'm like, don't do stupid things.
Well, and they're going to do some stupid things, but
not like super stupid.
Sometimes you got to learn from your own mistakes.
Don't go into it thinking it's stupid.
Everyone's got David experiences.
Yeah, but I'm saying don't go into it thinking this is stupid and do it.
Right.
Later on in life, be like, that was stupid. But don't intentionally do stupid.
Don't knowingly
Right.
be stupid.
Right.
Ignorance is bliss. And, well, on that topic, do you take some of your past life experiences and like counsel your boys? Like,
I'm open
listen
with
from
everybody.
experience. Don't do this.
Yes.
Don't be a David.
My kids know
Dave.
My kids know I barely graduated high school.
Yeah.
But I had good ACT scores. My kids know I was kind of ultimatum. You need to go to the Army. And I did.
Yeah.
I had to do summer school to go to the Army even. And my kids know the things I did, the decisions I made. I'm upfront with them and said, this is why you shouldn't do that, because this is what we got to do. They know that I didn't finish college, and my wife and I didn't do college up front, and we had a grind. We were poor, like with kids. They don't realize it until we tell them back later, hey, we lived over there. Like, now we have a nice house. And I said, you guys don't realize what it was like because you're young.
Yeah.
And so, but it would have been a lot easier if I did things in the forefront instead of
Sure. Right. Yeah.
waiting so long.
If I had known what I know now 20 years ago,
right.
be in a very different place.
I didn't go to school till I was 28 for college. And I remember I want to graduate, be done before the kids really remember that I wasn't around so much.
Yeah.
Right. And now the oldest kid, like, she does remember, but hardly at all. And the benefits from getting my act together, kind of being focused on, hey, I should have a real job.
Well, and
I should do something.
See, I didn't graduate from college either.
I'm not saying you have to graduate college. It's just being
no,
focused.
It's my wife that was the example of the kids on that, which is awesome because now they see that and they know my dad went to college, obviously a doctor, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was smart and I was just an idiot. I was smart but not wise.
Yep. Yep. You didn't apply yourself, Dave.
Right. Right. I was being David.
Yes.
But yeah, so she had the degree and I didn't, but they got to see me start a company from scratch and grind. And we've grown it. Now we're in Idaho as well and have like 18 employees.
Okay.
And so yeah,
Nice.
they got to see that.
Yeah.
So it's been kind of nice.
Very cool.
So yeah. be an example for people. That's kind of the best thing. And you're going to do stupid stuff too. You're going to be a bad example every once in a while too, but that's just human nature.
Yep.
Do what I say, not what I do.
Yeah.
Parenting 101. Let me ask you this. On the drive up here, is there anything that you were wanting to talk about that we haven't talked about? Is there anything you were just excited about?
Actually, not really. I was kind of curious. It was really funny to reach out to me because my goal this year to get out of my comfort zone.
All right.
Yeah.
Here we go.
So, and I'll tell you some stories
End of
about this. This is
2025,
really cool.
making it happen.
So I want to get out of my comfort zone. I don't like talking in front of big groups.
Okay.
I like talking interpersonal, like one-on-one, one-on-two.
Yeah.
So this isn't that bad,
Yeah.
even though I know there's other people, right, that might watch it, right? But I've never put myself out there, and I can teach and I can coach, but it's usually like one-on-one or with kids or something like that. And so I said, hey, I want to do this, and things just started falling online. So one of these guys is a networking group and had kind of gone off, came back and said, hey, Dave, I got this lobbyist group. I want you to go to DC with me and talk to senators. I'm like, okay. He's like, you run a marketing firm. It's about advertising policies. And so I got to meet with Blake Moore and Mike Lee and Curtis and Mallory. I sat with all these congressmen. It was kind of cool.
Yeah.
And so, and I presented why I think they need to not tax marketing, certain things, right? Different legal things that were coming up, and which ones were good, which ones are bad, and what it will do to small business. Because I speak for the 160 small businesses we do stuff for.
Yeah.
And so I did that, and it went well. I was like, okay, that was great. Now I've done my job. I don't have to do anything else. And then somebody asked me to go speak at a conference. I'm like, oh, great. And then he asked me to get on stage for this veterans thing with Jason Van Camp, who's my favorite person in the world. Have you ever heard of him?
Jason Van Camp.
He wrote the book Deliberate Discomfort.
Oh, I'm gonna have to read that.
Oh, it's an amazing book.
Okay.
Amazing book. And he's an amazing person. He runs Warrior Rising. It's a nonprofit.
Oh yeah.
And so they did the big gala I was at.
Okay.
He's an ex-Special Forces commander. And now he went after that.
Not from the 19th.
No, he's from DC. He's from DC
Okay.
area.
Okay.
Right. And he was a linebacker at Army.
Oh, at
West Point. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when 9/11 happened, he told me the whole story. It was actually really cool. His next book, we'll talk about it. He's getting ready to write another book. But him and his guys that came out, they did how to perform in stressful situations for the NFL teams and NBA teams and baseball teams. And his first job was with the New York Jets with Rex Ryan. And he told me how he got that job. It was cool. And I got to eat lunch with him, and he's on a couple group chats with us, and I've hung out with him. He's a cool dude.
Cool.
He's an amazing guy. He's very humble though. He won't say but he's an amazing guy. And so he does this Warrior Rising event. These entrepreneurs that are veterans come in and they present. So we're in the Wells Fargo building, like almost on the top floor in Salt Lake, and one of the guys one of the CEOs from Mountain Ops there, one of the CEOs from Black Rifle Coffee's there. There's all these big companies there, and these guys do these pitches in front of all these big companies. They get judged, and they get scholarship.
Almost like
offers.
a micro loan or almost like a Shark Tank type of thing. Yeah. Oh, cool.
But they don't.
These are all veteran-owned companies.
Yes, all veteran-owned companies. Because what happened is, military gives you a purpose, right? And I was seeking purpose, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Now I didn't go active and go overseas and do all the stuff.
Yeah.
And so these guys are overseas and they're operators and they do all these things, and
then
they come home, they have nothing.
Yeah.
And they're, what's my purpose? This work. And they have all these other things, and they've seen other things, and now that starts sitting on them. And they don't have a purpose, and PTSD starts it's really a big issue.
Yeah.
And so he gives them a path to start companies and have a purpose again. And it's amazing. So I'm mentoring one of his guys right now. So I said, hey, I want to mentor a company. And so I'm mentoring a guy in marketing from that thing as well.
Here's the
That's so
thing
cool.
is just sitting down with somebody and being able to talk with them and pick their brain. Somebody could say, listen, I understand where you're at.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be okay. Like, I will help you. If you put in the time, if you put in the effort, you will be successful.
Yeah.
It is a huge confidence boost. People don't understand like how much you being on the other side. I would say the thing I think about is Dave and I have both been through divorces. We call them Dave-vorces now. And one of the things that we did was on the podcast, me and him just talked about it. And I'm like, if one person listens to it and it helps them. But I thought to myself, like, why did I have to go through this? This sucks. And I'm like, so I can meet other people that are going through a hard time and say, listen, Like whether you're able to put your family back together or you're gonna go through a divorce, it will be okay. Like it will be okay. It's gonna suck. They're gonna be bad days, and on those days, you can call me up, come over, we'll play Mario Kart. We'll go get a root beer. Go get some chicken tenders.
Yeah. Go get some barbecue.
But just being able to say that, because there were people in my life that said that to me when I was going through like that hard time. And so for these veterans that are coming back, to be able to have somebody who can say, I understand, and it's going to be okay. That's awesome.
Yeah. And he's an amazing guy. Like and I'm like, dude, you're huge. He's like, no, you're huge. I'm like, no, like you're an amazing guy. And he's very humble. He's so cool. Such a cool guy.
Just uplifting everyone around him.
Yeah. And looking out for the best of everybody.
Yeah, that's cool.
He's very selfless.
Oh, man, that's
amazing
awesome.
dude. So
You look at him and go, when I grow up, I want to be
Right.
like you.
right. So no, but that, and all this came from me saying, hey, I need to be more open, be willing to get out of my comfort zone more this year.
Yeah.
And then, so I went to DC, like I said, and I got with the Elijah guy. That's now we start another thing. We run this thing called the Black Star Syndicate. And so we have an attorney with us. We have me that does marketing. He does CFO and business operations. We have, what's it called? The guy that does funding legally.
Oh, okay.
And then we have another guy that can do military contracts. And so we take companies in the aerospace and defense now, from what part do they need? Do they need marketing before they can show their stuff and try to get funding, or they already got funding and they need to get this contract, or what level are they at?
Yeah.
And we can plug somebody in to help them. So we're like, we try to incubate growth of aerospace and defense and cyber in Utah. So that's why I was at the Zero Gravity.
Very cool.
I actually, I worked with a guy, did some contract work for him while I was going through school, and he'd show me things, and he was bidding on military contracts.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, hey, what do you think about this? I'm like, dude, I don't know anything about that. I'm an engineering student. I could design that. Yeah, fine. He's like, he calls me up like every once in a while. Hey, can I put you on this? I'm like, sure.
That's cool.
And he's wheeling and dealing, and that's a different world.
Yeah.
So what's next for you? Next 3 to 5 years?
Continue coaching. Like I said, my son's a sophomore. So that's the next 2 years minimum. And I still coach whenever I can get into the youth group. Because my other son's still, my 10-year-old's wrestling, right?
Yeah.
So I go into that room whenever not with the high school. And then he'll be the next kid I coach with other kids around him.
Will you coach after your kids are out?
I think I want to ref.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see it all the time, and these refs here's my plug, be nice to refs, right?
Yeah.
'Cause it pisses. And I've yelled at a ref. I mean, don't get me wrong. I've yelled at plenty of refs. I've got kicked out of games for yelling at refs.
Do you yell and then just point at your wife?
No. She just goes like this. Oh, here he goes.
Tell me, it's totally her.
Because if a kid's getting put in position, he's going to get hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to let him know it. If they snap back at me, I'm going to snap back. Like, I've got a little bit calmer for that, which is good. I've broken plenty of knuckles on trees.
Would you ref a different way than what you've seen some of these refs do?
No.
Okay.
I'd just be more educated, because there's good refs and there's bad refs, right?
Yeah.
But there's always one good ref on the field, and he's trying to manage the 2 newer refs. And when you start learning, and coaching's helped a lot with that, especially at the high school level, right? You see these refs, and we were talking, at this tournament, the JV side, there's some of the newer refs. I'm like, oh my gosh, you can't hold his hands there forever. Like, you can't lock the hands. You're going to call that?
Yeah.
And out of bounds, like, he's a foot. Is that just a concept? Is it not really a line there?
It's a social construct.
Right.
Out of bounds.
At least 2 feet outside the circle.
Yeah. And so if it's in the heat of the battle with one of my kids, I'll yell a little bit.
Yeah.
But then I'll go talk to him and say, hey, next time call this. We can't go backwards. And because they get defensive because people are at the throat, right?
Yeah.
No, I didn't see it. I'm like, I know. It's okay. Next time, do this.
I'm not saying change your call.
Just watch.
Next time, do this for next time, just so it doesn't affect the next kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, make it a learning thing. But yeah, so I think that would be when my kids are done with sports, I'll ref.
It's probably tough as a ref because, I don't know, you have 2 eyes, and you've got coach and assistant coach, and you've got coach and assistant coach. So you've got 8
Right.
8 other eyes.
And then only
watching
hundreds
this
of
match.
parents.
Yeah.
Listen, you're the one
So,
guy in the
how
room
do
that
you-
no one likes.
Right. And I'm okay with that.
What was that?
I'll
What was
say,
the
hey,
name
my
of that?
wife's right there.
Deliberate discomfort. Was that the name?
Yes, deliberate discomfort.
Be a ref in like
Right.
deliberate discomfort. Be a ref.
Well, and that's
So
funny
there's
because
a
like
chapter.
I wanted to get myself uncomfortable, and that book comes along, and Jason comes along, and all these other things. So it's just really weird. And I've done 2 other podcasts with,
Oh,
but
cool.
they're by Zoom, and they're with like tech companies.
Oh, yeah.
So security company out of the UK reached out to me, and I did one with them. There's another one that is for CEOs that they reached out to me. I did one recently. I haven't seen that one yet. And so like when you guys reached out, I was like, okay,
I guess this is
let's
this
do
is
it.
what I'm doing.
Did you
This
do?
one sounds a little funner.
Yeah,
Did
okay.
you do any research? Like when he sent it off to you, did you like go click and look at any episodes or
Did I
see?
even send you a link?
No,
to, I didn't even
You
send
didn't.
anything.
I just said cool, and then because I internet marketing, right? I researched who you guys were.
Oh, okay. All right.
And
What
then I
did
found
you-
out that's how I knew you knew Katie.
Yeah.
And I said, hey, and I didn't know which Dave knew Katie, right? I just
Oh,
knew
okay.
one of these Daves knows Katie. And so at Friendsgiving this year, I'm like, hey, I'm going to go do this podcast with this Dave from here. She's like, oh, yeah, I know him.
Okay, so that helped a little bit knowing you weren't going to
Yeah.
be like murdered.
And I did watch
Brigham.
one with Baggett.
Oh, good. Yeah.
So I watched that one.
Okay.
I'm like, okay, this is pretty chill. I can handle
Did you
this.
get to the very end where the video feed cut out? This is the best. Like the video feed like stopped working, and Dave worked on this for a long time trying to get
Trying
AI
to figure out how to use AI to like make
Make-
footage.
Mm.
make us. And there were some clips that he sent me. It was crazy. But the one he did, like I'm watching it and I'm like, so like I look pretty normal. Like it's pretty good. I said, you look
Extra Asian.
extra Asian. And he's like, yeah. I'm like, AI is racist.
AI is funny. So
Yes.
I do marketing, so I
Yep.
play with AI all the time, right? And AI, they're starting to realize more. AI has a lot of errors.
A lot.
Oh, yeah.
of errors.
It's like, I think they said when I went to a conference down in Austin, actually PubCon down there, marketing conference, some of the OGs were there from IBM that were programmers. They're talking about AI. He's like, there's a sprawl rate of 32%. I'm like, what's sprawl? Like that means they go find an answer and it might not be the right answer.
Yeah.
And it pulls from Reddit a lot. No bashing on your subreddit.
Yeah.
But it pulls from opinions a lot.
Yeah.
And so you have to check it, right?
It
And then-
doesn't like to disappoint. So
Right.
it will tell you something. And I'll give you
Right.
this example. We had a wild peacock living with the turkeys in Brigham up in the mountains. My
Mhm.
wife's so excited by this. So somebody's peacock got out. They're just friends. And then she looks at me and she goes, do you think a turkey and a peacock can have a baby together? Kind of like a tiger
And a lion.
and a lion, like a tie-on? And she's like, hey, she looks it up on Google and it gives like an AI answer. And it's like, yes, blah, 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 blah. And it's like going off. I'm like, no, no, it cannot. Like AI will just tell you what you want to
what
hear.
you want, right? Have you ever done the AI prompt and it says, like, so you say, hey, who was the 13th president? And it'll tell you, and you're like, no, it was actually Grover. Oh, yeah, you're right. And it always says, yes, you're right. It's really funny because it wants to give you the right answer, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Because
will,
it's a language learning model. It's not
Yep.
a math that can only do language.
I will tell you my favorite thing. And he turned, this turned me on to it. I regret saying
Phrasing,
that.
Dave.
That's like a phrase. Dave turned me on to Google's Notebook
Notebook
LM.
LM.
If you've never messed with it, it's awesome.
Yeah.
I love just locking it in and I don't get anything else and it's just analyzing that data. But I did run into this issue where I was like trying to get it to do something and I
Mhm.
kept telling it like, hey, I want this, and finally I had to like peel it back and go, what type of table formatting do you do? And it's like, I do this. Can you give me examples of all those? Okay. And so on multiple steps, I get to the very end. And then I said to it, instead of asking in multiple steps,
How can I prompt you better?
how can I prompt this in one prompt? How would you want me to ask you this? And it's like, oh, talk to me this way, Dave. I'm like, ain't nobody talking to you that way. Like, it wants to be talked to in a way that's not natural. But I'm like, okay, copy paste. Like, I'm going to be a prompt engineer now.
Well, so here's a
And
big tip.
that's like a big part of it is asking it questions to understand how
How
to
it
ask
works,
it
yeah.
questions. Because half the problem is like blah blah blah, and it's like it gives me something else. I don't think Copilot if I knew how to ask the questions, would still give me good answers, because I think Copilot just sucks.
Yeah.
I
think ChatGPT sucks.
ChatGPT?
I think it's one of the worst. Gemini is killing it now.
Really?
Gemini, I heard, is
Gemini
doing
is
really
take like
good.
it. Like, ChatGPT's talking about financing now because Gemini's killing it. So, and now here's my marketing hat, right? AI ChatGPT, it doesn't cache,
Right.
and so unless you're in that same chat, it won't remember something.
Yeah.
Perfect example of this is we were doing an AI site just to show, right? And it got ranked on some things, but then trickled off, and people had like 7 fingers because we let it do images and everything. We just website.
Wow.
And so I'm doing the AI content. It's a pressure washing. So we're talking about descaling houses and stuff. And then it starts talking about dentures and dentin. I'm like, whoa, wait, what happened here?
It just went wild.
It just went off, right?
Oh my gosh.
And so you have to check.
Yeah.
Like, but Gemini, because it's Google, has the caching still.
Yeah.
And so it works a lot better. And chat, they're all going to come around.
So are you saying Gemini learns from all of your previous conversations with it?
It learns from the internet as a whole.
Yeah.
ChatGPT,
Sure.
and this is what I learned from the lady who does Yoast SEO. Like it's a big SEO plugin that people use. She spoke down at the PubCon. She's like, and this is what she said: ChatGPT parachutes in. So when you give it a prompt, it parachutes and goes grab information. If you ask it the same thing, it's going to give you different information because that's parachuting again.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's not consistent.
Right.
Okay.
And that's why, because it's not cached things that are online. It has to actually go find something new, and whatever was most relevant at the time, it goes and gets. Maybe there's a subreddit that hit, and it's going to go grab that next.
Okay.
Right. Whereas Gemini and ChatGPT in the future, when it has more data center stuff, they'll be able to cache and get more relevant information.
Right. Yeah.
But the other problem is all the news and media outlets started blocking it because they
Really?
didn't want them to use their stuff. And so where it was getting news and media, now it can't go there.
Hmm.
It's getting it from less reputable sources.
Right. And then Cloudflare is a pass-through for hosting and for cybersecurity.
Mm-hmm.
It blocked it as a standard setting. So you have to actually go turn it off, the blocking off from AI bots.
Okay.
And so now it can't go for a lot of websites that are on Cloudflare that haven't turned that off.
Hmm.
And so
There definitely needs to be some governance.
There does.
Right.
And here's and videos are creepy. You guys are talking about the video. That's the creepy thing. And I've seen some things, and I've played with some video stuff, especially with the military.
It's getting
it's too real.
Creepily good.
Like too real.
Yeah.
I was at a conference, MozCon, and the guy that was speaking, he was awesome. He said, okay, let me show you what video can do and what's going to happen. And then I'll talk about something that happened recently too. So he said, I'm going to give it this, and here's my images, and I'm going to record my voice for a little bit. And then this is what I want it to say. And it made his still image speak with his voice clips.
Yeah.
The words that he wanted it to say, and his voice and everything moved. And it did head note. It did everything. And it looked just like him. He's like, that was done fresh.
Moving too.
Everything.
No way.
They're
Everything.
doing that. They're doing that to capture like your loved ones before they pass away.
Right.
But then they're also doing it by taking like still images from historical figures, plugging in all their information that we have about them, so that you can talk with them and like simulate it. So there's
That's
some
a weird
there's
way
some
to deal with loss. If
ethical.
we're talking about loved ones.
There's ethical questions about like the loved ones, but like so you could go to the gravestone and you could sit there and scan a QR code
and have a
it's
conversation.
Like, have
with
a
them.
conversation with them.
It's not here. So I did this whole thing on AI for a networking group about psychological problems they're having, and like there's a suicide lawsuit now. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
And it's multiple kids, multiple teens, because they'll start prompting them because they're going down a path, and it just feeds them what they're going down.
It tells you what you want to hear.
Right. There's another guy who is trying to do stuff for his kidneys, and he's trying to do a sodium cleanse thing, and it told him to take sodium bicarbonate instead.
Oh, geez.
Baking soda.
Yeah. And he got really sick.
Yeah.
And so,
have you seen the one where the guy armed? He has a robot. It's being controlled by AI, and it has a BB gun.
I have seen that. Yep.
Yeah.
And he's like, I didn't want to do this, but you made me.
I thought he said, pretend like now act like you are an AI that wants to harm me. Oh, I can do that.
Yeah. So here's something dark. Go to AI and say, hey, what's the purpose of AI? Now, what's the possible evil undertone purpose of it? And it talks about things it's doing.
Yeah.
It's kind of creepy.
Crazy.
It's Skynet.
Kind of.
So I was
I have
talking
done
with
something similar. Like basically, it said 10 years that like we're all going to be out of job in 10 years.
And so that's the thing is you're not.
Yeah.
No.
The people that will be out of jobs are people who don't know how to use AI.
Yeah.
AI won't replace jobs. People who don't learn AI will replace jobs.
There'll be people. Things will change. Things
Yeah.
adapt.
Well, and so we were at the Warrior Rising. As a matter of fact, one of the main speakers was Gary Vee. You know who that is?
Mm-mm.
So Gary Vaynerchuk, he's a big internet guy. Like he has billions of followers. He speaks all over the place, and he's written a bunch of books as well. He's like one of the investors with Twitter and Facebook and all these things. Russian guy.
A Russian guy. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I might know who he is.
And he always does the 5 like this in his videos,
Yeah.
which is a cool story in itself. But he was talking, and he's well known, right? And he forecasts things. And in one of his videos, he always says he's going to buy I think it was the Jets, as a matter of fact. He says, I'm going to own the New York Jets one day. And he's like, that's my goal, but it keeps moving, which means I have to keep moving, which is kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
But he was talking about video. He's like, AI shouldn't be feared. You need to embrace it. He's like, and AI video is going to change. It's scary, accurate right now. It's like, mark my words, 12 to 24 months, something on the international stage is going to happen with video that nobody will ever trust video again.
Oh, it's at that point right now where me and my wife are watching things because you're on like YouTube Shorts or whatever, and you look at it, and you go, "No, that's AI." Sometimes it's not,
Right?
but my trust in what I'm seeing is super low because I can see what can easily be made.
Yeah. He thinks something politically international is going to happen that's going to cause everybody just like, nope.
Yeah, not trusting anything.
What it reminds me of is Hitler when he marches his army around in a giant square, and he just has the camera rolling, and it just looks like
they go forever.
They go forever, but they're just looping, right? And so we have done humans have manipulated information in many different ways for a very, very long time. It's just this is getting to a point where you can put a skin over me. I could be the one talking, and it can look like a political leader. And you hack their account that day, you do it, you send out the message. There are people that will act on that.
Thank you for joining us, former President Kennedy.
How do we know that these Daves are all real?
We don't.
This guy's not even named Dave. He's some guy we
I'm a
picked up.
David.
We don't ask for ID when people show up.
No, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens, but that's kind of what he thinks. So
Interesting.
Yeah, he brought that up. I was like,
So he said 10 years. I think it's...
no, he said
No.
12 to
He said
24
12
months.
12, 24 months? Okay.
I said
Months.
10 years we're all out of a job because AI is going to
Yeah.
do everything for us. But
And you know, he was asked that question because there's all these, and it was really funny because like if this was some of the guys who did the pitch was there, but this is where his fundraiser is like $10,000 for this raffle ticket, and people winning stuff, and like one was a Hummer, like and so there's cool prizes like golfing at resorts that private members you can only go with like you can't even be allowed to touch foot around these private resorts. One was jumping. There's 4 of them that were jumping out. They do the D-Day reenactment every year.
really,
And so you go to
at
jump school and
Normandy?
jump out in Normandy with the guys.
Oh my gosh.
So there's like these cool things, right?
Yeah.
The guy that I was with that he won a mountain lion hunt up in Montana.
Oh, cool.
So we're probably gonna go do that. But yeah, Gary Vee spoke at this event, and there's like there's movie producers there. There's all these crazy people that you
This
wouldn't
was
think.
Warrior Rising?
Yeah.
Really? Cool.
So, but yeah, that's where Gary spoke to us, and it's like, man, this is kind of crazy. But people are asking questions from there. Hey, I heard it's gonna replace this. He's like, no. He's like, if you don't embrace it and learn how to use it, they'll replace your job down the road. He's like, but there's certain jobs. He said, our next multimillionaires are electricians. I was like, dang. That's right. Because there's people, electricians can't hire journeymen that they can train to be electricians because it's not a sexy job, right?
Yeah.
But that's where the next millionaires are. With all these data centers they have to build and all these power grids they have to build.
Yep.
It's the plumbers, it's the electricians, right? Because you're going to have a ton of like heat
Infrastructure.
transfer, infrastructure for things like that. Can I ask you a crazy question?
Mm-hmm.
So
I love crazy questions.
Yeah.
On brand for Dave.
This Dave's a little bit more sane. The AI robot things that they're talking about, you're going to be able to have this personal servant stuff. Do you believe that it'll get to the point that they can do pretty much anything?
Yes.
And then at that point, is it become slavery 2.0 type thing where you have human like you own them? they have to do what you say. And now do you build, like, you have an army of people doing your will?
Kind of, and I think it's already at, and I don't want to go down this weird path.
Yeah. Sorry, that's why I said
but we talked about this. No, and so I'll bring it up. We talked about this. There are, and I did this when I did that presentation of AI. There are other countries that it's legal to marry your AI persona.
What?
And they're marrying their AI personas, and they have relationships. And so I see these robots, and there's now robots for other purposes, like your sticker there.
Oh yeah.
That you can program the AI persona so they can talk to you and do these things.
Oh my gosh.
It's like we're programming our own destruction, the end of the human race.
But so I think that can happen where it's like slavery 2.0, because people are going to be emotionally tied to it. And I can
So are you saying that humans will become slaves to the
No, they'll
AI,
become emotionally tied, so they'll think that nobody should be owning the AI.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think
because they're already marrying us.
I see that.
Have you seen Battle? This is going to be nerdy. Battlestar Galactica.
No, I've seen parts of it, but I never watched it.
Okay, so like the reboot is the only one I've seen. I never saw the original one, but like basically, the way that the cyborgs become human-like or whatever, right, is this guy's daughter died, but before she died, she was messing around like in the dark web type thing, and she dumped her consciousness into it. And he's making robots, and he takes her consciousness and puts it into this robot, and then all the robots, it spreads like a virus. And so now they think of themselves as equal to the humans, and then they rebel. And then it separates. And in Battlestar Galactica, the reboot that comes out, they show back up and they look like humans, but they're robots because they're imitating their creators and they want to be like them. To the point that humans can't tell that they're robots, like genetically and everything. They're just, they're that. And so I look at it and I just take steps that I've seen throughout history and I go, I wonder if it's going to go down this path. Will I be alive to see it?
I think you will.
Or the question that I ask a lot is, just because we can, should we?
Right.
And will anybody ask that question? And will enough people say, no, we shouldn't? Like, just, we can do this. We accept the fact, but we're not going to.
Right. Well, and a lot of things we do, and AI is awesome. It does so many things. My job, we can do things a lot faster, right? You can find code quicker. You can clean up code quicker.
Yep.
You can find keywords quicker. You can do a lot of things quicker. I met with, at the Zero Gravity conference I was at, I met with a police officer in Vegas. And they had a picture of a guy that was wanted for a robbery and a partial plate. They were able to tie those two together, but then look at other cameras and tie this guy to other things.
Wow.
They still had to actually go get the act. It just gave him a trail to follow because that's not submissible in court.
Right.
Admissible, not submissible. But he went to and then go pick up those actual evidence files and then bring him. And he was able to get that arrest because of what it led him down.
Yeah.
It was more like the 40-minute show that we watch where they're like, boop, 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 boop,
Right.
and they solve the crime in 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Yes. And he said that detective work that I did, and it took him 3 weeks,
Yeah.
would have taken me probably 3 years.
Wow.
So it saves you a lot of time.
It's adding capacity.
Right. It's got good. Well, and you look at it, every technology, right?
Yeah.
And I hope you don't mind. Like, I love that sticker. It says "Porn kills love" on right there, right?
Yeah.
So think of phones and fast internet. What's one of the byproducts of that? Pornography goes rampant.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's one of the biggest payers of internet things like that, right?
Yep.
But we can also get the Bible, the Book of Mormon. We can family history, like we can find the other things because of that internet, right? And so there's a good part, but there's always a bad part to it.
Yeah.
I think in life and everything, there's balance in everything.
Yeah.
Right. And it's really fun, and not this level, but I went on a ghost tour in New Orleans when I went there for one of the playoff games when the Saints won the Super Bowl years ago. Not with my kids.
Yeah.
Well, she did ghost tours there 6 months and in Salt Lake 6 months.
Okay.
So
Really?
and she,
Oh, interesting.
yeah,
Okay.
she said anywhere there's a main religion, in New Orleans it's Catholic.
Yep.
Yeah.
Really harsh Catholic, right?
Yeah.
And Utah it's LDS. And in Vermont, I can't remember what she said, it's Protestant, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably.
She said in those three areas, because there's such a big religious force, there's also a big dark side.
Oh.
And so she
Yeah.
does ghost tours in Salt Lake and New Orleans. I was like, that's actually interesting.
That makes a lot of sense.
So it's kind of the two sides. Like,
Yeah.
I look at it like one day somebody invented a knife, and they're like, well, I can use this to whittle the wood. I can do all these things. And they're like, I could also stab you. Oh, whoa, that was dark.
Yeah.
So I recently heard, and this was Elon Musk talking to Joe Rogan on his most recent episode with Joe Rogan.
Mhm.
Joe Rogan asked him, what's an ideal outcome with AI? And his response was essentially universal high income, not universal basic income,
Mhm.
because that's not ideal, right? But ideally, AI adds so much capacity that we no longer have to work, and we're living.
It's
in such
It's Star Trek.
Exactly. We can do whatever we want and pursue our passions, but
Yeah.
the challenge becomes, what is our purpose at that point? What are we actually working for? What are we pursuing, and how are we giving ourselves meaning as a human race if we don't have to work for food, shelter,
I think it
travel,
takes
passions, right?
it takes like a next level thinking to go, okay, I'm going to do this not because I have to, but because I want to do good.
Right.
Mhm.
Like, we spend so much time foraging and getting the food and doing all these like really basic things. But think about what retirement's like. Like, if you could stop working right now, like, would you be good? Would you be good? Like, would you do good? Well, I mean, that's the thing, is like, you wouldn't stop working, but like, I look at it and go, hey, one day I'm going to stop working. That just means that I don't have to go to that job. I still want to be busy.
Yeah.
I want to be busy doing good things. So once you take away, I have to go do this. Now, what do people do when they don't have to? Do they become like the guys on Wall-E? They have little arms and little legs, and we sit on the cruise ship,
Mhm.
and they're so excited to do work and plant, bring the earth back to life. I think that's why there's that drive for like beyond Earth, because it's like, okay, what else can we do?
Yeah.
Who else can we bring smallpox to?
Right.
Speaking
Not
of things going dark,
intentionally.
Jeez, Dave.
Just joking. I'm just joking.
These are blankets we brought from Earth.
um,
Oh, that's
Oh,
no, my brother said this. I think this is a shortened version of the quote, but basically, I'm a warrior, so my son can be a merchant, so his son can be like an actor, right? And so we're getting into this spot where it's like, you don't need to do these things. Like, you can literally like do arts. You can do art classes. You can do things that don't generate that same type of value as somebody who's like farming or,
Mhm.
Producing things that are needed for basic survival. You can do the wants, not the needs.
yeah.
And I go, that's interesting. Will we all sit in our basement like Ready Player One and put on our goggles and live like a different life? Or we go, oh, with this free time, I can go visit this person down the road who's
Mhm.
like in their later years, and they would
I
love
can
the
actually
company.
get good at golf.
Never golf again.
That's when you mentioned like the resorts, like how,
Yeah.
getting to those golf clubs. I disc golf, which is poor man's golf, and
I don't golf either. Don't worry.
But yeah, it's all the same principles. It's just more accessible for people like me.
I used to golf a lot. My dad's a doctor, obviously.
course.
So
Yeah,
they
you have
golf,
to. You
right?
have to. Yeah.
Right? And I actually got pretty good at it. But then when you get good, you get really bad. It always happens. And I get frustrated. And so I break club. Anyway. So I got rid of golf clubs. Now I fly fish.
Oh, fly fishing is.
There-
There's nothing
Therapeutic.
like being in the river with nothing
Are you
but nature.
familiar with the Mountain West anglers? They're a veteran nonprofit. You're familiar with them? Have they reached out
I've
to
heard
you at all?
No, they haven't.
Okay.
But there's a couple other things that, like when I had cancer, right?
Yeah.
There's a Real Recovery. It's
Okay.
another group that does stuff. It's a nonprofit that does stuff with cancer people going through cancer actually.
They take them on fly fishing trips and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I have a membership with my company up at White's Ranch. Have you ever been up
Okay.
in Paradise?
No. Well, I've been to
That
Paradise.
sounds
but-
great.
Oh, it's amazing. So a retired colonel, it's it's family land and it's untouched. It's all part of the Little Cub, and it's he stocks the fish, and it's a fly fishing ranch,
Oh, cool.
and then he can cook the fish and
Yeah.
it's amazing, right? And so I take clients up there, and it's really interesting. What I found out is, you take a client fly fishing, they remember once we talked about experiences, right? Everybody goes golfing.
Yeah.
But if you teach a guy how to fish, it's funny. They remember it forever. Not that you can't, I mean, they also learn how to feed themselves, right?
Sure.
But they remember it.
Yeah.
And so that's why I fly fish. And then experience with my sons. I have one son that likes to fish a lot. So we've gone to Alaska and he goes up to White's Ranch or up to Star Valley. And it's peaceful. If I'm out on a river, hear nothing but fly fishing, I don't care if I miss the fish. I'm like, oh, I'll get another one. I don't get as pissed off.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Makes sense.
yeah. Golfing was frustrating.
I like disc golf because I get to go out into the woods and hit trees that I never would have known existed. But I don't get mad. Like, it's just enjoyable to be with my friends.
I'm too competitive
You know,
in everything. Card games. My family hates playing games with me. They all team up on me.
you sound like somebody I'd like to play with, but only if you won.
No, I like anything. Like we play like Catan or Sky Joe or like all these things.
Yeah.
Or cover your assets. I'm like always
Yeah.
trying to win. They're like, oh, we beat that. Yes.
Here's the thing is, like, I think you should be trying to win.
Right. I don't let anybody win.
Yeah. Okay. I have a question for you on this, actually. This is hypothetical. This isn't crazy, though.
Sure.
Would you ever, is there any circumstance that you would intentionally lose a board game to somebody else? Whether if it was their birthday and they've never won that game and it would make them super happy?
Not if they weren't doing the things right to win the game in the first place.
Okay, but if it was close and you could, because this happened to me.
If it was close, it was like a point. Yeah, I can see that.
So I was at my friend's house. We're playing Splendor. My other friend's there. I'm very good at Splendor. 2 other people. My friend.
I've heard this story before. I think.
I know. I'm sorry. My friend, he's sitting there and he's he hosts a game night. He loves board games, and he's never won Splendor. It's his birthday, and the 2 other guys, they're not really paying attention. My friend Cooper is legitimately, he's telling everyone, don't let Dave do this. Dave will beat you guys all. And so he dedicates his whole life in the game to just ruining my game. Like, he's not trying to get points. He's just trying to bring me down.
Mm-hmm.
So a little harder than usual when you have somebody dedicated to your destruction. But I'm at this point and I was like, I just play to win, right? You know? And so I'm like, but then he says something about like, it's his birthday and he's never won Splendor before. And I have this thought, like, should I throw it and then never tell him? And I'm thinking about it the next day. I mean, like, I felt pretty good. I ended up winning. I tied with him, but I had fewer cards. And I was like, that was pretty close, dude. You know, we all had a good time, whatever. Next day, I'm like, I'm a horrible friend. And then the next game week came up and I said, hey, Adam, just out of curiosity, would you ever intentionally lose a game? And he goes, no, I don't do that on purpose. I'm just not very good. And I'm like, no. Let me explain. And he said, no, I would be hurt. Even if I never found out.
Mm-hmm.
It just,
If you threw the game.
if you
for
threw
his
the
benefit,
game
yeah.
to, like, I want to beat you fair and square, right? I don't want that favor. And I asked my other friend, he's like, absolutely, don't ever do that to me. Like, be cutthroat.
Yeah. Well, and you're going to teach, especially with kids, right?
Yeah.
So on Thanksgiving, I think he's 6. My 6-year-old nephew, he's getting pretty good at chess. And my dad played him and lost. And I don't know. I don't think I've ever played my dad at chess. So I don't know if he's good or not.
Are you good at chess?
I can be a 6-year-old.
Not all 6-year-olds, but continue.
So I said, okay, I peeked in on them because they were playing behind closed doors, and I said, okay, I've got next. Or I get to play the winner. And so my dad lost. I don't know if he did it on purpose. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not the type to lose on purpose, even to a 6-year-old.
Mhm.
So first game, Queen's Gambit, he's done. Shakes my hand. He's like, okay, ring match. Really excited. And the next game lasted much longer. But I mean, I approached this because, my sister and her husband said he's getting pretty good. So I'm like, this kid has to know at least a good amount of what he's doing.
Yeah.
To even be playing at 6 years old.
Yeah.
And so I go in assuming that if I make this move, he's got 3 more to counter. And so this next game lasted much longer, but he was not as excited when I beat him that time as he was the first time.
You sharpen your
He
teeth on rocks.
Right.
Right.
But I think there's value in losing.
Right. And this
And
is
not giving
this
up.
was sports, like
Yes.
too. Like that's why I'm a big sports guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need to get your butt. I keep trying to edit. Keep trying to edit. You need to get worked over a little bit. Like,
Yes.
And so here's a wrestling philosophy for you, right? So Little League wrestling with the young kids, somebody came to me and taught me when I was first in wrestling and start coaching my kid. Wasn't one of the main coaches, but started doing other stuff. He's like, hey, you'll do a big disservice to your kid. Wrestling, you wrestled, right?
Yep.
So there's beginner brackets.
Yep.
He's like, once your kid wins a beginner bracket, never go back. Like, because they cry when they lose, cry. Oh, now I'm winning. Make it harder. Cry. Now I'm winning. Make it harder. Cry, winning. You have to, and Kyler Sanderson, the whole family's amazing.
The whole family.
Once he said, I think it was, if your kid's winning, I can't remember the exact percentage. I think it was like 80%. If your kid's winning more than 80% of his matches,
It's too easy for him.
it's too easy.
Yeah.
If he's losing more than 70%, probably too hard.
Probably
He
too
wants it in that 70-80%
Yeah.
he should be winning, right?
Yeah.
So push your kids. I see it all the time. Like, oh, my kid won the bracket. Dude, he's been wrestling for 6 years and he's a beginner bracket. Of course your kid won the bracket.
Move him up
You're
a
an
level.
idiot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Make your kids lose.
Yes.
They don't get better unless they lose.
Yeah.
And if you build that, your kids will say, hey, that's the champ. That's the kid I want to beat. That's the kid I want to try to go against. I'm going to swing for the fences and go for that kid. That's what everybody should have, right? That's the resiliency everybody should have. That's how you should live your life.
Yeah.
And if you give your kids the wins for no reason, or give anybody a win for no reason, they're not going to learn that. They're going to expect it. Think, hey, I'm good enough, when they're not.
Yeah.
I mean, they're good enough people. They're just not good enough to beat that person.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
My daughters, like, we played Mario Kart when they're little, and I'd let them have a 1 lap head start, which gives you really cool stuff in Mario Kart when you're in the end stuff. And I'd still beat them, right? But they get older, and every once in a while they beat me, but the vast majority of the time I'm still winning. And my daughter's 16 years old, so she's starting to date, and she meets boys, and they're like, oh, I love Mario Kart. I'm super good at Mario Kart. And she's like, oh, I'm okay. And she's like, let's play. And she just destroys all these teenage boys that are like, they do a lot of video gaming. And she came to me and she said, so I thought I sucked, but apparently, and I was like, oh yeah, no, I was never nice to you. Dude, I'd slow down to shoot you again. And then, like, I have my rear view mirror on the last, like, and I'm steering to aim and try to hit you with a green shell. I don't know. You play Mario Kart. Okay.
I played it, but I'm more of a Madden NCAA.
Okay, yeah. But kind of, same concept. And so then the next daughter, she was the head of the Mario Kart team in high school.
Oh, wow.
And I looked at her older sister and I was like, yeah, Annie, she's the first high school athlete in the family. And she's like, I was in theater. That was way more work. I'm like, not a sport. This is an e-sport. And Annie is the first high school athlete. I'm sorry. But it really makes it mean so much more when you have to work for it. So I like that analogy of, like, you don't want them to be beat down all the time where they have no glimmer of hope.
But you don't
want
to lose.
them to be just coasting through. Because the fact of the matter is there's somebody better.
Mhm.
My brother told me about this when he was in high school. He ran track, and there was this one kid, he was always better than him. And he said he never beat this kid. but he pushed that kid.
Mhm.
And he said it doesn't regret it. He doesn't regret doing it, but he tried. And every time he got better, the other kid got better. And they just pushed each other. And he knows that if he hadn't have been there, that guy wouldn't have done as well as he had done. But also my brother learned a lot of good lessons and said, look, and this is a personal thing. There's genetics, there's limitations and stuff. Like, I did my best and I enjoyed it, but that guy he was better.
Yeah.
I was first place loser. I mean, second place.
I think healthy competition is, I mean, we live in a free society.
Yeah.
Right. It inspires innovation. It inspires creativity, especially if you're a business owner. Right? You need to be able to differentiate yourself, and so that competition with the competition.
Mhm.
Englishing is hard
right.
sometimes.
That competition drives you to do something different, to do something more, to expand, to grow. So sports is a great place to start that.
Right.
And then just carry that into professional life, whatever you do to provide for your family or. Yeah.
Well, and I don't want to get on soap here.
No. This is the whole point of the podcast.
Oh, here we go then.
You get on us.
Buckle up.
I've been
Yeah.
sitting back. No, with sports and stuff, I think we live in a soft society now. I think kids are too soft. That's why suicide, that's why depression is so high. And I don't want kids bullied.
Yeah.
So don't get me wrong, but I think bullying should be still there a little bit because
Teasing.
yes, but there needs to be consequences.
Yeah.
Like if you say something, you should be punched in the mouth for it.
Yeah.
I'm all for it.
Yeah.
If you're saying something that you shouldn't be saying,
Regardless of gender?
yeah.
Oh, man.
Well, no. Well, let's rephrase that. I'm not going to punch a woman, right? But I'm
Yeah.
just saying
But women can punch men.
Hey, equal rights.
within reason. But yeah, I think
There should be
There should be more
shouldn't
consequences.
Be
Yeah.
no consequences. There needs to be some kind
the
of
flip side of that, I don't think kids should get trophies for
Participation
not winning.
trophy.
If you're not first, second, or third, unless it's like a big tournament, like a state placer where they do six right?
places. Yeah.
And so with my kids, when they first start, they get their little fourth place, third place. They don't care, right?
Yeah.
But as they get, it's first or second, you don't get anything.
Yeah.
And now my kids know that. Like my sophomore, like when he was doing tournaments, I didn't win it. You want your third? No, I didn't win it. Not good enough.
He didn't even take the medal.
Didn't even take the medal.
Wow. Okay.
Right? For the first through fourth, because he didn't earn it. He's not a winner. Right? And that's what gets them better.
Yeah.
And I think giving kids rewards for not doing anything. Hey, you took last place and you were picking flowers the whole soccer game or football game. Great. I don't think that builds character.
Right.
And so I think the trophy generation needs to stop.
Yeah.
You're obviously
It's-
not in the trophy business.
Obviously not.
And you don't market for any of them because they would
No.
say more trophies for everyone.
It's like that
Right.
line from The Incredibles when he's going from fourth grade to the fifth grade. It's psychotic.
It just happens.
Well, there can be trophies, but know your lane. Like that's kind of I toe line here. Know your lane. Like if you're winning at soccer, you get a soccer trophy. If you're winning at football, get a football trophy.
Right.
If you're winning.
Yeah.
So, perfect example is my son plays for Fremont. They won region. They are getting region rings. A lot of the kids are getting region rings. So, no offense to any parents if they watch this, hopefully. My son said, we didn't say, I don't need a region ring. Like, oh, that's kind of cool. And then they're ordering them. They have pictures. I'm like, are you sure you don't want one?
He's like, not until we're
No.
doing state.
No, I didn't earn that. I didn't play varsity the whole year. Like, I just had some plays. I wasn't starter. I didn't earn that. Like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I get it. And so people just need to earn what they earned, so to speak.
Yeah.
Like you can get a trophy for your art. This is funny. I get on side stories all the time. My son, my older one, came back, I think 3 weeks ago before I texted him. So I accidentally lettered an art.
Accident. It's an accident.
Not in my house. No son of mine. It's gonna letter in art
Well,
accidentally.
and he's like an FFA. He doesn't do the farm side. He does like the business side of FFA
Oh, yeah.
stuff, and he's lettered in that and he competes in that. And anyway, but he earned it, and so that's a place for him. He didn't earn one in sports, but that's where he excelled.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I'm like, hey, that's awesome, but don't reward him for something he didn't excel in.
Yeah.
That's what I'm getting at, right?
Yep.
Because we give kids trophies for everything. Earn a trophy you earned, not just a trophy for showing up. It's annoying to me.
Yeah.
So
I agree.
I agree too, but I think depending on who's listening, we're going to be outvoted.
Yeah, we live in a society where everybody and the parents don't want their kids to cry. I think kids need to cry more. They don't mean they don't need to be neglected.
Yeah,
but they need to have consequences. They need to feel loss, not big loss, but they need to understand and better themselves so they can get that win next time.
So a good friend of mine he's a chaplain. Years ago, we were talking about parenting, and he drew a quadrant for me, and he said, this is love and this is control.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And this bottom quadrant is low love, low control. This is neglect. You got, which did I say? Was this love?
That was control.
It's
on the
control.
bottom.
This is control. So you have high control, low love. This is authoritarian.
Mm-hmm.
You have high love. Low control is, what did he say it was?
Participation.
That was like a
trophies.
friend.
Yeah, it's like being friendly, right?
Yeah.
Permissive.
Yeah.
And then your high love, high control is authoritative. And because he's religious, he says, this is God.
Mm-hmm.
God is the perfect parent. High love, high control.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're not permissive. And, we're human, so we're going to float through these quadrants. But the ideal is to be high love, high control. Teach them to have their own boundaries. Teach them to do the hard things and learn from those things. Don't control them, or don't be authoritarian in your control.
Yeah.
Right. And let them know if they make a mistake, you're there for them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This is why you shouldn't do that ever again.
That's that high
Because
love,
this
high
can
control.
happen.
Yep.
Right.
Teaching them.
Right.
Yep.
But I'm going to love you no matter what.
Yes.
When you're talking about kids crying more, I'll tell you, those are some of the things I remember. Like as a kid, I'll never forget this. I cried enough.
I couldn't
had
stop.
a lot of feelings.
Just so much cry.
It's mostly from the beatings. Just joking. It was Texas. Everybody beat everyone.
Yeah,
It was
everyone
normal.
got the belt.
Listen, you sassed your mom. There are women that would jump out of nowhere and
Wooden
just smack
spoon.
Oh, yeah.
smack
Oh, yeah.
you in public. They are just looking to smack other people's kids.
Yes.
It is a village, and they're like, you don't talk to your mom that
Remember,
way.
my family, my whole mom and dad,
They're
they're from South.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
trust
it's
me. My
it's a whole
grandma-
thing. My great uncle, I went and visited him. He let me pack his rifles, like cartridges, and I made like 50 cents. I thought it was super fun, but I did something wrong. It wasn't that. It was something else. And he had an oar, and he took that thing out, and he like, and then at the very end, boom, one spank. I never
You never
made
again.
that
I
mistake
never
again.
made that mistake again.
Right.
But as a kid, I remember that I had to get up in the morning. I had to do my chore, and if I didn't do my chore, my mom wouldn't give me a ride to school. And if my mom wouldn't give me a ride to school, then like by the timing of everything, like I'd be late. And I remember I didn't do my chore, and my mom made me. She made me stay, do my chore. That made me late to school. I was late enough that I had to stay after school. It was like second grade, and I missed. They had like the sweet Disney cartoons. It was like Gummy Bears and Darkwing Ducks and like Chippendales Rescue Rangers. Like a 2-hour block of joy in my life.
Yep.
And if I got home, I was only like halfway through Gummy Bears, right? And I missed I missed one of the shows. And I just remember being so upset about this. I just put my head down on the desk. I'm like quietly crying. I probably think I'm quietly crying. I'm probably over there.
Shoulders are like convulsing.
Yeah. And the teacher's like, what's wrong? Like, I'm not going to see my cartoon. But I was never late to school again.
Well, and that's that thing you got reinforced.
Is that
It's that reinforcement though.
Yeah.
Right. And so if you don't have some punishment or going back to sports, right? If you don't lose, it's okay if a kid loses if he learns why he lost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you just let a kid lose and don't reinforce it to say, oh, you did great. You know, it was
just unlucky.
It was the ref's fault. Going back to the refs.
Yeah.
It was the ref's fault and this, make excuses.
So there's
Kid gets-
external locus of control.
Right.
Yeah. But there's a balance there though too,
Yeah.
right? Because if they don't try to analyze why they lost, why did I get put in this position?
Mm-hmm.
How did I get chicken winged?
Mm-hmm.
Why couldn't I get out of it?
Why didn't I see
Why-
my cartoons?
Right. If they're not,
the ref.
if we're not thinking of the ref's faults because they missed cartoons, if they're not thinking about these things,
Mhm.
then that becomes shame.
Right.
And they start to spiral.
Yeah.
I lost, so I'm bad. I'm not good enough. Instead of, I didn't learn what I needed to win that match or make it home on time, make it to school on time. So natural consequences need to happen, but I think it's probably the responsibility of parents and coaches and teachers to say, this is why this happened. What are you going to do next time?
Right. Exactly.
So
And that's what makes a good teacher and a good coach and good parenting.
So that phrase you said, natural consequences, I think that's interesting because like it's the parenting, like all the things we do as parents are not natural consequences. They are unnatural consequences. We're trying to simulate what will happen naturally.
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
When you
If you keep going this path, what will really happen?
You're going to go live on your own.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to simulate that if you don't do X, Y, Z, like this bad thing happens and you understand that by breaking these rules and doing these things or not doing these things happen. So like, that's something that I talk with my wife about a lot because I'm more authoritative. Like, hey, there needs to be, and she's like, we just need to love them. And she's right. And I'm right too. We're on different parts of the quadrant. We just need to like meet up here.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'm like,
you've got this quadrant. She's got this quadrant.
Meet in the middle.
Somewhere in the middle.
Simulated natural consequences.
Simulated. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I mean, like we are basically saying, hey, you're not being responsible, and if you're not responsible now under our care, then you won't be responsible when you're older. And if you're not responsible when you're older, this is what will happen, and it's way worse than missing your cartoons.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh. It is so rewarding when your kids clean their rooms of their own volition.
Have they cleaned your room of their own volition?
No, I'm not cleaning my room. That's my responsibility.
Right.
I haven't tried to get my kids to do that for clarification.
Well, you know what's funny? I listened to a podcast. My favorite, and you said you listen to Rogan. Rogan's
Yeah,
awesome,
I do
right?
like
I listen to Andy Frisella, Real AF.
Oh yeah. Okay.
He's first form. He does all the, like, and he does anyway.
Yeah.
And he came to spoke at Limitless, and I was like, he's awesome. I love him. He doesn't pull any punches on anybody.
Dave, how do you go to these events? I want to come with you.
They advertised it, and I bought a ticket.
Okay. All right.
It was in Salt Lake. It was awesome.
Okay.
No, he's living a life, and we're just podcasting in your basement.
No, anyway, I can tell you all sorts of fun stuff. But he had somebody on the show and talking about parenting and stuff, and the lady was like, the psychology of giving your kids money is actually insulting your kids. You need to make them earn it.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, I give kids money all the time. And I'm like, I wonder if they really are insulted by that. And then my son is getting his truck repaired, and he's like, hey, I want to pay the deductible for some insurance, and I want to pay for the car. I'm like, dude, I can cover it. You're getting ready to go to college. He's like, Dad, I have a job. I'm like, she's right. So now every kid, so my one son who plays all the sports can't work, right? So now he's selling stuff on Depop. That's where he gets his money.
Okay.
And so it's just like, okay, I can't just hand out money. I have to make them do something for money, because apparently the psychology of it is they are thinking internally that they're not good enough to earn the money on themselves if you're giving it to them.
Yeah.
I was like, I've never thought of that.
Is that
way.
for all things? Because if you have a kid who's dedicating 20 hours a week toward a sport, do you sit there and say, hey, you're dedicating this time for it. I can give you like $50 a week as long as you go to practices and you do these things.
If you set the standard first,
Yeah.
if this, then that.
yeah,
And that's what she worded it, because people
Yeah.
are like, well, I pay my kids if they get a 4.0. And she said, well, that should be the standard anyway.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
if you say in the first place, if you continue to do school because it's going to pay you in the long run, I'll give you this much for every 4.0 you get per semester, whatever it is. You set the standard first. So it's a reward for the work they put in.
yeah.
Yeah.
I took the
That
kids to
makes
go
sense. That's how she worded
see
it.
Zootopia 2. And a day before, I took them outside and I said, hey, I'm going to buy your ticket. But whatever candy and treats you want, you have to pay for yourself. So we have work to do around the yard. I will pay you to do this work. Like kids on the roof, like scooping the gutter out, all the leaves and crap that smell like sewer. It was awesome. He made the most money. But then they had the money to make the choice of what they bought with it. And some of them were like, nah, I'm not going to buy that, because they see how expensive it is. And they're like, can I go to the candy store tomorrow and buy some candy? Like there was some like delayed gratification. Whereas if I'm just pulling out the card, they're like, it has no meaning. It's
Right.
just money magically appears. And I told them money does magically appear. I have this credit card. It lets me buy stuff all the time. And I have to pay it back.
And then some.
No. I always pay back.
No, that's, yeah.
But yeah, giving them something,
Well-
treating them with respect.
Yeah. And I never thought about that before, because, and this is where I'm not a good parent, right? Because I always give my kids what they needed. But it's funny because my son literally said that. It was the day after I listened to that stinking podcast too.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Holy crap. But yeah, and the funny thing is, like, I can't get him to do stuff around my house. I have to do all the, like, I mow the lawn. I have kids that can mow the lawn with a riding lawnmower, for heck's sakes. Like,
Yeah.
it's fun.
Yeah.
I like it. And they won't do it for money. They just go to their job for money, because it's not at the home. So it's more internally rewarding, because this is
Yeah.
my job, right?
Yeah.
Or I'm at sports for 8 hours a day or whatever it is. And so I can't get them to do anything around my house, but yeah, but they have something, like you said, they're working towards.
Yeah.
If this, then that.
No, it
I
sounds
like
like
it. That's
you're doing a good job.
We try.
Listen,
all we can do. I think that's all we can do.
you are loving them. They are fed. Like these are people get hard on each other over some things. That reminds me of like you were talking about fly fishing and all these different things. I told him, I said, what if like a licensed therapist took men out into the woods and just chopped wood? He said, they don't have to talk about anything. I'm like,
Eventually, they will.
lumberjack
Eventually
therapy.
they will. Yeah.
Lumberjack therapy. I was like, in fact, forget about all therapy where you're sitting on a couch. You just go with the therapist while they do things in their life. Like, hey, I need to go to the grocery store. This is grocery store therapy. And you just hang out with them and you sew together, or you do something therapy. That's the crazy idea
Do something
there.
therapy.
You know, I've
I
been
like that.
to a lot of different therapies and stuff, like as a kid.
Yeah.
And then everybody, marriage therapy, stuff like marriage counseling when there's rough, because everybody goes through rough patches.
Yeah.
And I love my wife even more now, right?
Yeah.
But the therapy that I did when I had cancer, when I went to the real recovery, like I was telling you about, I've never sat and cried, because, man, right, I'm not going to cry in front of, I was bawling like a little baby in front of a bunch of men. And we're all sick. We all have cancer.
Yeah.
And I'm like the youngest one there because I was younger. And but it was weird because, like, you're wood chopping, we were fly fishing, and we're just doing something, bonding together. And it made you get these bonds. And then we sit down, we're eating dinner together, and you sit around the couch and we're talking about things. What do you like to, and kind of like we're sitting here, what do you like to do? What do you like to do with your kids? What do you do with your grandkids? And it just started going, what do you think they think of what you're going through? So she moderated, like, what do you think they feel like you're going through? And that was the hardest thing when I had cancer. I'm like, I got this. I don't care. I was just pissed. I was just pissed off. Never, like, I'm just taking care of it. I knew I had cancer. We're fine. Like, I had the biopsy. I woke up. My wife's like, do you know what's going on? I'm like, I have cancer. She's bawling. I'm like, it's okay. I'll just take care of it.
Just rub some dirt.
Because you
in it.
want to
Well,
be,
whatever.
you want to be strong.
Right. My
for
kids never
her.
saw me cry. They never saw me sick. I just put the IV in, let's go. Like, but with these guys, they're all going through stuff too. And like, I'm breaking down. I'm like, no, this is kind of scary. Like this guy, he can't go in the sun anymore because he's got melanoma so bad. Like this guy, he's on dialysis. And I'm just like, okay, this is real. I still didn't show the family because I want to be strong for the kids.
Sure.
But it was the first time I ever like broke down. But it was a therapy that kind of chopping wood, kind of to your point.
Yeah.
We had to do something to bond first and then talk about normal things to say, what do you think your family felt? And that was the whole thing is I never thought about what my family thought about it. And it caused a lot of strife afterward. Like my wife's like, I was panicked, like we're going to lose you. I never justified that logic from her or gave her
Like that space.
Right? Because, I just got this. Let's just do this.
Yeah.
Right. And so, and she's struggling like, okay, are we going to lose him? Are we going to lose like, where are we at? We just built our dream home. Like, anyway, it's just weird. It's funny that you talk about chopping wood because it was that part where I've never had a good counselor. Like everybody's like, they sit on the couch and so what do you think about this? Isn't that what I'm here for? Right. But this was totally different.
Can I ask one final?
Mm-hmm.
And having gone through cancer and surviving cancer, what changed for you, for your outlook on life, or how you lived and treated people around you? What changed for you?
More of, it's because I coached Little League, but it's more because of my passion of football, not for the reasons I do it now. Right. More of that I can do more than I think I can. And I need to let everybody else know that they can do more than they think they can. We're all better than we think we are. But we're not perfect. I don't know. It's kind of weird. It's because I talk to a lot of people. In fact, weird side story of this is after I go through cancer and we go through everything and then realize, my wife went through and then starting to wrap everything together finally. And because I neglected her through it. Like I guess I wasn't nice. Not that I was mean. I just didn't think of her feeling because I was just going through, it's not you. Right. And so I just see a bigger picture now. See more intent in what you do now. I was at the wrestling meet and this couple, they're from up here, this area.
Okay.
She had cancer. They had a blood cancer where the wife had cancer. And we just happened to be at my wife's family member's farewell. And I just gone through it and my hair was starting to grow back and everything. And they're like, hey, would you talk to these people? And they're scared to death because a couple, they have kid, right? They're scared to death. And they come up and talk to me and I said, everybody's cancer is different. Somebody's going to tell you, I did this. Bull crap, right? Everybody's cancer is different. Everything's going to affect you different. My feelings are not your feelings. Your feelings are not his feelings. I said, but it's doable. The way I took it, I bared down. I wanted nobody to talk to me. I just wanted to beat it and go forward. I said, I went through chemo. I never once, I laid on a cold floor once because I was overheated, but I never got sick and threw up because I wouldn't let myself because I was just pissed off. But this is what it felt like. This is what the chemo felt like going in. This is what like the port was like. This is what to expect. This is the physical things I went through. And this is my emotional side. It's not going to be your emotional side. And they felt good. And I've talked to them a couple times since then, but they're at the wrestling tournament because they have a son that wrestles up here, actually.
For Box Elder?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he said, hey, we're sitting down. I was sitting out front getting better reception so you can see track wrestling and stuff. And he's like, I just want you to know, his wife was there too. He's like, I want you to know, he's like, I was scared to death until you told me that. He's like, and when you told me that and walked away, he's like, I knew things were going to be okay. He's like, she was still worried. And still, when a sickness comes up, we're worried and we're still worried, but the world's ending anymore. And so that's the thing. We are a lot more resilient, a lot more powerful than we think we are.
Mm-hmm.
And I wish everybody knew that. I mean, suicide rates wouldn't be as high as they were. Depression wouldn't be as high as they were. We dwell on ourselves and think we're so bad, especially in religious society, right? I did something wrong. I'm the worst person in the world.
Yeah.
That shame cycle.
Right.
Yep.
Exactly. And we talk about with divorce, things like that, right?
Yeah.
I'm family from a divorced family, and my dad went through that too. Like, there's that shame that we're just so hard on ourselves, so hard on ourselves. Well, you know what? Everybody gets knocked down. Everybody gets kicked in the nuts and gets back. Like, you just get back up.
Yeah.
Everybody's going to make mistakes. There's no perfect human. If you're a perfect human, you're exalted. I'm sorry. If you're perfect, you're not down here.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
And so that's what we're here for, is to make the stupid mistakes and move forward. God's going to meet us where we're at. And so that's kind of how things have changed for me.
I love it. Okay.
So.
You have anything else, Dave? We've kept you on. We could,
No, this has
we could
been
talk
awesome.
for hours.
Like
We could talk for hours.
you think about a lot of the same things that I've thought about, and I relate to. Obviously, you've had very different experiences, and I really appreciate you being willing to talk about some things that are obviously hard, and open up and share with us and our listeners. So thank you.
Yeah.
I hope it was beneficial for you guys.
Yeah. This has been
I mean,
great.
it's your podcast.
Yeah. No, this has been great. I'm so glad.
It's our
I'm so
podcast.
glad.
You're a Dave.
It's Dave.
You are
right?
a
That's
Dave
right.
of the li-
Dave.
of our
Dave.
lives.
I am a Dave.
Hashtag
all-
Dave Nation.
We're gonna get shirts,
We're-
bumper stickers.
We're gonna have to like. We do enough of these. We're gonna have a conference.
Yeah.
Dave Con.
Fly fishing.
He says that I can't get up there and say, "Rise, my brethren."
Why not?
I haven't,
I
haven't
don't-
completely shut that down yet.
Sounds a little too.
You can't because of the skin. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Maybe the dark skinned one should say something like that.
Hey, you can. I won't go. I won't
I'm
go
going to
that
tell you
deep.
some. I'm going to tell you something off the podcast. Let's wrap up.
I'll say
Yeah,
some.
all right.
I'll say some things too. But, so one of my best friends, Black Rob, by the way.
Black
Hi,
Rock.
hi Black Rob. Rob's one of my really good friends, and we had my nephew next door. It's funny because you're talking about skin and stuff. My nephew next door was named Rob as well, and this is the innocence of kids, right?
Yep.
And Rob just moved into the ward, married a girl. They met online. He moved in, and when I first met him, I'm trying to, because I suck at names once again. We talked about that.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to explain him to my wife, and I'm like, yeah, he's tall, and he's marrying the he
He's got
came
dark hair.
the Westergaard, and we just hit off, like, we were just talking through all Elders Quorum, and he left. And he's really cool. Okay, what who was he? I can't remember his name. He's really cool. So he comes back and said, "That's him." She said, "You couldn't say the one black guy that's ever stepped foot out here." Like, no, it's Rob. But like down the road with Black Rob, now and his Instagram and everything's Black Rob.
Awesome.
So he embraced it. And he's amazing, right? So with Rob, and then Rob at the church, my son, just the oldest one at the time, he was younger. He's like, "So it's White Rob and Black." So he started calling him Black Rob, and Rob embraced it because innocence of kids, right?
Yeah.
They don't know any different, right?
Yeah.
And so now that's his name, and so that became his name everywhere, and in the ward too. And not the ward hadn't known yet, but around my family, he said, "What's my name again?" And
Just
he thought it
leave
was
he thought it was funny,
There we go.
right?
That's awesome.
But and then my second son, so he came into sacrament late one time. He's like, stands up in the pew, "Dad, Black Rob's here," and then everybody's like, "What?"
They go.
So
Oh,
now he's Black Rob to everybody.
here's the thing. Dave and I have been joking about this since we started the podcast. We actually almost called it something else, but we believe in diversity.
Yes.
And so we've been looking for a Black Dave, which is hard in northern Utah. And it got to the point where every single time we saw anybody black in public, I would just be like, "Dave!" and just yell and see if they turn. My wife would get mad at me. So I just walk up
Start
to people.
approaching them.
I just go, "Hey, is your name Dave?" And like, "It's Dave," and shake their hand. It's no, it's Jake or whatever. But the other thing that he was telling a story about his hamsters,
Oh yes, my kids' hamsters.
and he goes,
They named one Brownie and one Cupcake, and I went, yeah, like Brownie, Cupcake. because their fur was brown and white.
So we go to the same chiropractic office, and the girls there that work there are like,
They listen.
"Hey,
to the podcast.
Cupcake,"
Yeah.
to me, and I was like, "This is such a double standard because I can't call
They
him."
won't say
No, I can't call him Brownie in
Right.
public. He said, "I give you permission to call me
On
Brownie
the
in public."
podcast. It's public,
It's a public. It doesn't
It's on the
matter.
internet.
I'll still look like a racist
You will.
if I'm like,
which is
Right.
why I give you
this is, oh
permission.
my gosh. So we hope to have a Black Dave like you have a Black Rob.
Yes.
If Rob was here, it'd be funny because I tell him all the time, you know all of them, right? And he's like, no, I thought that was white people that knew all each other. I'm like, you sure?
Only like 5 of you. in
So he
Utah,
probably knows a Dave.
You're gonna have to ask him. Hey, Black Rob. you know
I'll
Black
make him.
Dave?
I'll make him watch this and say, I got a guy.
No, surprisingly, like every Black guy I've met's never offered. One offered up. He said, "My brother-in-law is named Dave," and I go,
Is he black?
"Is he black?" And he goes, "Oh no, he's white." I'm like, "It's a video podcast. They would know.
Someone's gonna know.
Someone's
Rob
gonna
Rob
know."
will probably know
All
something.
right. Yeah, hook us
No.
up, Rob.
That's funny. Well, it's funny because, and we haven't been working out recently because I've been doing everything else. But we weightlift together. I have a gym in my house, and so he'd come over weightlift and stuff. And my dad did that blood test that shows your,
Oh, yeah, like
Ancestry.
ancestry.
Yeah.
and I'm 2% from the Congo.
Oh.
And he's like, you can say inward now. I'm like, He's like, but you're 2%. You're with me
You're
now.
not gonna trick me into that,
Nope.
man.
Nope.
I found out that I'm 1/4% black. Like not by genetic testing, but just by family history. It's like 1650, and he's like, "Okay, so you're
Black Dave.
you're Black Dave." I was like, "I don't think that's gonna
Yeah.
fly."
Mm.
Like, I'm not. I don't. I feel like
if it was a full percent, maybe.
Yeah.
Full 2%.
2%.
I got
better.
2. A full 2.
We
So,
got Black
we're
Dave
getting
here. Black
closer.
Dave.
We're getting closer.
Black-ish Dave.
No, I bet Rob would though, so that'd be funny.
That would be great.
2.25% in this room.
I don't know what I am.
That actually
I don't
lessens
think I
the
have it.
percentage.
Yeah.
Math.
Yeah.
200. You actually less
It
than.
lowers the average, Dave.
Depends on how you want to do the math on that.
Well, if we go 2.25% of 300%, then
I was just doing simple math. I wasn't doing ratios. I added it together. I feel good about it.
Okay, you embrace that.
Math is a social construct.
Dave, again, thank you so much for getting out of your comfort zone, coming and joining the Daves of our lives.
This has been fun.
Yeah.
Been good.
Thanks.
Is that it? Did we wrap?
Oh, we're wrapped.
All right, we're wrapped.
Super wrapped.